Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the Wednesday, February 7th, 2018 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northernlion, joining us, co-host Rockley Smile.
Did you know if Pinocchio says my nose will grow now, it would cause a paradox?
Oh, my nose will grow now. I understand what you're saying. Is this called the Pinocchio paradox?
It's not called that as far as I know, but it's just something that's true.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Pinocchio paradox.
Is the Pinocchio paradox an episode of Black Mirror for season 5? I haven't filled in the details on the plot yet, but I'm pretty sure it involves somebody getting a chip implanted in their brain and then their consciousness translated to a digital being, and then they're alive in the simulation. But are they?
The monkey needs a hug.
Monkey loves you.
Robert's here as well.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Nobody's ever asked me that before. You really threw me for a loop. It's going well. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
How are you doing, Nick?
I'm flying blind. I can't see anything anyone's saying in my chat. It's completely empty.
Did you recently make some changes to the software environment of your personal computer?
Nah.
All right. Twitch is probably just broken then.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to play some Getting Over It, and then we're going to play some Funemployed, and then we're going to play some, in the final section, we're going to play some Quiplash.
Are we doing Funemployed second?
Y'alls.
Okay. Well, that sounds all right to me.
I don't know why you...
Mm-hmm.
Is your Australian Rob now?
Yeah, do more of
Australian
that.
Rob's coming in, yeah. He's getting in there. He loves kangaroo steaks, mainly. That's his big thing.
Kangaroos. Okay, I have one about kangaroos. If you lift a kangaroo's tail up off the ground, it can't hop.
Wait, say this again?
Can't hop. If you lift the kangaroo's tail up, can't hop.
How are you going to get close enough to lift its tail up without it punching you in the friggin' jaw?
I'm going to get close enough to punch it in the jaw. Somebody's punching
first,
somebody.
You have to bait it with your dog, and then once he goes and gets the dog in a chokehold, then you could go grab his tail.
I'm not baiting dogs ever again.
Speaking of which, Austin's going to join us in the second section.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to set a tone early for what kind of show it's going to be here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. How the fuck do I get on this shit?
I got my chat back.
Oh, hey.
Thank goodness. I was so worried.
Did you hit refresh?
Many times, but this time it took. Sometimes it doesn't take. This time
Sometimes
it
it doesn't take.
Yep, he's right. He's right.
Wait, Austin was in chat? Austin was in chat giving me a subscription. Austin, I take back what I said.
Well, I mean, he is a dog. It's kind of his brand.
What did you say?
Do you think dogs are nerds and wolves are their chads?
Actually, they literally defined the alpha and the beta. I mean, if you think about it.
That's true. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
They're the original alpha dogs.
Bear Taffy was on Reddit today. I saw someone in chat said Bear was on Reddit, and in my head I went, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Was it because he was so happy to be playing the remake of Shadow of the Colossus?
Me and Rob are on Reddit like every single day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Go check the subreddits and then see what's going on. But in what context is he on Reddit?
I'm kind of curious about that too now.
Because sometimes when you're on Reddit is really good, and sometimes when you're on Reddit is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're on Reddit because your Donkey Kong scores that have stood for 10 years as world records have started to be debunked.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
He was on Me IRL. Okay, I gotta check this out then.
What's that for?
Wait, Bear was on Me IRL?
Reddit.com/
He was eating
IRL.
crisps? What's weird about it?
Oh, was he eating seeds as a pastime activity? No, I think this is when he said he almost choked on a chip and then he coughed it up and felt bad, but then he kept eating chips even though they almost killed him. Something like that.
Oh. All right. Well, that's pretty harmless. I mean, as long as he didn't choke.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting.
He's alive.
Yeah, Bear's living.
He is living. He's actually live right now, playing Shadow of the Colossus as well.
Yeah, also speaking of Reddit, another time Reddit is bad for your health is when you go down like weird conspiracy theory, rabbit holes and find weird shit.
Why do you
Like what?
start that?
Well, okay, so there was a post on Futurology about China's very real, actually, face recognition sunglasses.
Saw that lady wearing them, looking menacingly at some people crossing the street. I remember that.
Yeah, that's freaky. And then, oh God, no. And then,
No, I also say no.
but then there was one really funny little conspiracy. Like it's more likely a coincidence, obviously, like 99%, but it's pretty funny. So DARPA had this program called Life Log, right?
No,
And
Life Lock.
no,
Two different
one.
things.
Yeah,
He
completely
put his
different,
social
yeah.
security right up on the TV. Everybody stole it.
Yeah, so DARPA developed this thing called Life Log, and what their goal was to get the the browsing habits, the life tendencies, movies people like, all this shit, right?
The Life
And it
of
all
Pi.
get consolidated into one place, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Now there was a Wired article on February 4th, 2004, saying like DARPA discontinued Life Log, and there's no word as to why or for what reason the program shut down and stuff, right? Do you know what also happened on February 4th, 2004?
DARPA's chief was in Beijing meeting with the president of China to sell him the technology.
No, Facebook launched officially.
Oh, well, that's... I thought it was like a real conspiracy.
No, not really.
It turns out it's just a coincidence.
There was a
Yes.
game that popularized the DARPA chief. Was that from Resident Evil or something? I'd never heard of DARPA before, and then there was a game that was like throwing that word around constantly.
Wasn't it Lost? It had, like the
Maybe.
Dharma
Lost?
Initiative or something?
No, it actually was DARPA, and it was maybe even the DARPA. Oh, Metal Gear Solid had the DARPA
Metal
chief.
Gear.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank
DARPA
you.
does legitimately like
Invent the
make a
internet.
bunch. Yeah, I mean, yeah, among other like
Yeah. I'm just saying, why would it have filtered to a nerd like me? Because I don't know most of that stuff, and that's where I heard of it.
Your reaction when you're using a DARPA invention to criticize DARPA.
Yeah.
Also,
they're listening right now.
my impression of the Swedish chef after he gets hired to work at DARPA. DARPA.
Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
I just
like
copied Ryan perfectly and then copied Rob perfectly, following one to the other. I've done
Who
it.
is
Yeah.
the Swedish chef's favorite candidate for New World Order government? DARPA.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there more?
That's it.
That's the
it.
end of the joke.
That's the whole joke. Yeah. Okay, there was another fun conspiracy thing. Well, not really conspiracy thing, but just kind of like dystopian future thing that's happening right now.
Okay.
The police in, I forget where it was.
I
think
need
it's
more
in
of
the
these,
Bay
please.
Area or
Let's
something.
go. Let's hear more
Yeah.
of these.
So yeah, no, this is like anxiety inducing. So like the police,
Not if you
in
live
a
in
certain
Canada.
area, we're calculating something called a threat score.
Okay.
So they would like look at you with facial recognition, right? And then they would scan your social media and everything, and like criminal history and all that shit.
Credit
And
check
they
for
would
terrorism.
Right, yeah, and they would assign a threat score to people. Yeah. Yeah. Also, by the way, I see people making psychopath jokes. People also did that on Reddit. So
Why would that be cause for alarm, Robert? Unless you've got something to
Something to
hide.
hide.
right,
Yeah,
yeah,
there you
exactly. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
know King Henry VIII slept with a gigantic axe beside him?
It's like you're the medieval version of having like a gun under your pillow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just thought
pretty
that
much.
was
Seems like-
appropriate.
If any peasant doth end up, if any peasant doth end up betwixt the sheets,
Did you just become Gathilian?
mine sledge will solve the problem. Hey, I'm on like a roof.
Fuck.
I'm on a roof with a red it balloon.
Oh, you're probably behind the orange hell.
Have I made a mistake?
Did you fall?
Red hit balloons.
Yes.
If you fell from right next to where orange hell is, that's bad. You're gonna
Can
fall
you get
further.
back up from there?
If you're brilliant at it, but probably not. It's pretty tough.
Well, no offense taken.
No, I mean, I can't do it.
Are there any peasants here?
Look, it's because I was gonna say doth, So my brain primed the TH, and then all of a sudden it came out a little too early. All right.
Any peasants here to fillet me?
Did you know
You ever, like,
cherophobia
go-
is the fear of fun? Go ahead.
You ever go back and look at pictures of like royals from the 13th century?
Yes, I do that
Yeah.
constantly.
If you
yes.
go, like, if you ever want to have just a fun time,
Tripping through
and
time, yeah.
This is my definition of fun. Start at like, Robert, name a famous Carolingian king.
Charlemagne.
That's the one. Start at Charlemagne. And just
They
like
always do.
follow the Wikipedia articles where it goes like the next person to hold this title was blank. And then just chart like when the faces start to melt and become just like something has clearly gone extremely wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually great.
Gotta keep the bloodline pure.
Got enough of that going on. Did you know during your lifetime you'll produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools?
It doesn't
pretty
sound
cool.
like that much.
You ever filled a
Over the
swimming pool with
course-
saliva?
Well, I mean, I've must have filled like 3/4 of one by now,
Yeah,
right?
maybe. I don't know
Maybe
what
even more.
I don't know what they use as an average lifetime for that stat. So maybe you haven't. Maybe you have.
No. I hope I haven't.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it sounds like a lot, but you're like, it's hard for me to contextualize it because it's literally something you do passively over the course of a whole human life. So when
Right,
they're
yeah.
like, what really fucks me up to think about is the idea that you actually sleep for like 28
I hate
years.
that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I haven't even paid off my sleep yet.
That's why we need
Actually,
DARPA's Life Log to come out so that we can know.
I guess it depends how long I'm going to live. I've
you-
probably paid off my sleep debt by now, but
Do you want to know your threat score?
I
Not
think my
really.
threat score is really low.
Mine's probably pretty low
I'm worried
too.
mine
Although
might be high.
Dude, I get nervous when I have to like talk to anybody in a position of power.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Your threat
And
score's
I
probably-
haven't done anything wrong. So I think my threat score is like -30.
Your threat score is probably pretty high because of your social media and calling out, major.
What do I do on social media?
You called out Ford.
I called out Ford
You know,
and I
Mike
called
Malbec.
out Tim Allen.
They
But
might-
here's how I know my threat score is like 0. Because after I called out Tim Allen, I had like a serious think about whether I was being a little bit too much part of like call out dunk culture. Even though I think that he has demonstrated like not a good faith agreement to try to like understand evolution because his tweet is just ignorant.
He
But I
dunked
was like,
evolution before you dunked him.
well, that's why I was kind of like, maybe I don't need to.
Care.
Like, maybe I don't need to insult Tim Allen. Like, maybe it was a teachable moment and I should have taken the opportunity to do that. And instead, I took the easy way out.
How old is that guy?
Yeah.
It's not teachable.
Whoa, geez. Your threat score just went up by like 2 points right there.
Is this going to be the new T count? Is threat score?
Threat score, yeah.
You called out
All
Keith
threat score.
Olbermann? Yeah, but in my defense, Keith Olbermann was being a friggin' moron. In that,
Call out Keith Olbermann.
no, Keith Olbermann was being an actual asshole, and I said, "Hey, dude, this tweet makes you look like an asshole." That's just being honest. I was like, you made a tweet that was like, "Oh, since when does the Players Tribune cover these, entitled nerds playing esports?" And I was like, "You're a fucking idiot and an asshole." And there's no teachable moment there. You're just a shithead for the sake of being a shithead.
Threat score +5.
Dude, I think, depending on who's running the threat score, insulting Keith Olbermann publicly probably makes me less of a
I
threat.
agree, actually.
Wait till you hear what I have to say about Rachel Maddow.
So my friend who tried to assassinate Jimmy Fallon, what is his threat score? You think?
Like
you just raised all of
100?
our threat scores. Stop this. I'm worried about going over borders, and then I got Rob over here blowing up my threat score.
Yeah. We're joking, but it is a real thing.
Dude, but it's like, I almost feel like North America is Twitter right now.
Yeah.
And like America it's that part of Twitter. And then
Right, yeah.
Canada is like the other part of Twitter, where you watch the news and you're like, okay, the president just called anybody that doesn't clap during the State of the Union un-American. And in
treasonous.
Canada,
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau just corrected somebody who said mankind and said it should be called people kind. And I was like, this is not the way that it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we were kind of like, we have our differences, but, we're cut from the same cloth overall. Now I'm like, oh my God, we're Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
the world's ending, and I'm kind of happy about it, to be honest.
17 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker threw
Right. Yeah.
people kind through a steel cage.
People. Yeah. Can I feel like people get hung up on the mankind and history thing.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that just like an artifact of just like the roots of English more than it's saying like male kind or male story? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
I played a lot of Maelstry when I was a kid.
Oh no! I fell off of Orange Land.
My mouse sensitivity. Yeah, I agree. Like, does anybody else think like our experience is the default, and then what all the Stacy's experience is the fringe opinion?
Oh God. Oh God.
Keith Olbermann is a shithead, but Alex Jones is harmless. When did I ever say Alex Jones is harmless? Oh my lord.
See, this is that tribalism, man. It's just like if you say one thing, you mean another thing. No, stop assuming people mean other things. People can be assholes and you still agree with some of their political opinions.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
But yeah.
Justin Trudeau said it was a joke that came across badly. Oh no. That's
He's
my
walking it
defense as
back?
well. Literally, I cannot criticize that.
I cannot
criticism that.
Well, I mean, a guy who's a clear asshole is Josh McDaniels of the NFL.
I don't know why Josh McDaniels sounds like a Disney Channel star.
You know what? He probably would be. I could see it. Be a horse show.
No.
Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories a day.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
A day. What is this from? Wait, Nicholas. Is this from a Twitter account that makes up fake facts?
No, it's not.
Is it from a Twitter account?
It's not from a Twitter account.
Is
Like
it
the
from
whole-
Uncle
Don't
Joe's
ruin
bathroom
this.
reader? Are you making them up? Where are these coming? No.
But like calorie burning is always just like a weird thing, right? Like it isn't just like being alive. Doesn't that burn like 800 calories a day?
Robert, that's a very difficult question to answer because
Is it?
you can't not burn calories.
Well, I mean, you could use
that's what
me
I'm
as a
saying,
control. I
like-
basically sit perfectly still for 24 hours a day, so
Yeah.
I think we could give you a good reading to go from.
That's what I'm saying.
Just by being alive, a sedentary adult male still burns like 14 or 1500, I think.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of thinking and breathing.
Yeah, I mean your brain. This is gonna sound ridiculous because this
Drop it on us,
show
Elon.
this show is stupid as hell.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, during the NLSS, I get hungrier like 8 times faster
Same.
than I do off of the show. Like
me too,
every hour break, I'm like, I need another 200 or 300 calories right now. Like the brain's been working overtime.
It's the active concentration of staying in a conversation as well as playing a game at the same time. It makes me like sweaty, and I don't normally get sweaty just by sitting here.
I feel you, dude. Just
So
a
there
couple
you
of
go.
Elon Musks having a good time together.
No, I mean, I will say, like, when I do like miss being in plays and like doing theater and stuff. It's a lot of fun, but the thing that I think a lot of people don't get is it is actually pretty fucking tiring, and it's weird. Because
Do
I've had
people not think it's tiring to be in a play? Have you watched a play? How is that not tiring?
Well, I mean, it's like it seems weird when an actor says, like, after doing a 2-hour play, like, oh god, I'm so tired, like I'm wiped out, I'm exhausted, right?
I totally
and then
buy that.
people are like, well, you should try a construction job 8 hours a day. I'm like I get it. You're like, yes, I've done both manual labor and that, but I'm all like, I will get often like the same amount of exhausted from doing a play for 2 hours.
Look at the average body on a construction worker versus the average body on someone in theater.
That too, yeah.
Excuse me?
But it's not even just like the physical, like I think there's like a mental exhaustion that comes with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, you see a dude with big arms, you're like, it takes a lot of energy to run
boy
those
muscles.
arms. When you see a dude with a big brain like me, you go, but he's... So when you see me finishing an entire supersized order from McDonald's, it's really just brain food. Like you wouldn't understand.
True, yeah.
I need, when the engine's hot enough, it'll burn anything, baby.
Yeah. I've got some Subway right next to me, just for that reason.
No, you have an unaffiliated sandwich product from an organization that is a persona non grata on this show.
Yeah.
If you consistently fart for 6 years and 9 months, enough gas is produced to create
6
the
years and
energy
9 months.
of an atomic bomb.
I've sussed you out, mister.
You stepped on the punchline of that one.
No, I discovered the DARPA initiative underneath it.
No, you didn't. There are actually times when 6 and 9 come next to each other.
Or sometimes not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, what's weird is like so Rob Gronkowski in the NFL is a known memer and frat boy kind of guy.
Yeah, they robbed his house.
But here's the thing.
They did rob his house.
Why
They
they
did
do
rob
that?
his house, yeah. Well, because he should have known better in telling people where he was going for the weekend.
Yeah,
That's the best
that's
answer
why
I could have asked
never
for.
tell anybody where I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, the number 69 just seems to like follow him around most of the time,
Follows
not
us
on
around.
purpose. It does. But
We
I mean,
also
we kind of like invite it.
Constantly kill celebrities by accident.
Yeah, I killed the
Yeah.
dude from Frasier accidentally. Sorry.
Yeah,
I wish you
Why'd
didn't do that.
I mean, I on Sunday's show, I did Nelly's country grammar, but I called it Kelsey grammar,
Yeah,
and
you did.
I freestyled some Frasier lyrics, and then the dad from Frasier died.
It's
But-
because they came out okay too. If they were worse lyrics, it wouldn't have killed him.
Very true.
You think like Kelsey Grammer saw it coming and then just put what's his face in the way?
John Mahoney?
Yeah. He knew the curse was on the way.
Death was headed straight for him, and then he diverted at the last moment.
I didn't mean to kill him, but the joke was pretty okay.
Worth it. Yeah.
Human
kind of
saliva has a
insensitive.
boiling point 3 times that of regular water.
That's pretty cool.
Please.
There's
Okay, I've just gotten to space. This is my first finishing today.
Hey, Nick, I'm gonna hit you with a theory.
It's slower.
a game theory.
What is it?
I think that what you're doing right now
No.
is the same as the football name thing, but instead of lampshading it as being a game that you invented, what you're doing is hitting us with fake facts and seeing if we believe them for your own self-amusement.
No,
Is this correct?
I'm just reading from a list of random facts that I think are fun.
Where did the
I don't know
where did the
why it
list come
matters so
from?
much to you. I think it's just fun
No,
to
this,
say.
see, now the fact that you're deflecting a little bit
Oh my
makes me
God.
even more convinced that I'm correct.
It's not. I'll send you the
You hear
goddamn
the way
link
his
here.
voice? You hear the way his voice went up a little bit at the end?
You can't just let me have anything.
No, I just.
Here you go. There's the
just want
100
all I
random
wanted
fun
was the
fucking
source.
facts, Ryan. Here you
All I
go.
wanted was-
I send them to you on goddamn Skype. Go ahead and look at them.
Where is it? All I see is something that says, "Would you fellatios be up for trivia on Sunday?"
I sent it to you on Skype.
It's from the factsite.com. Okay, disregard.
You want to go ahead and read some?
I didn't realize it was from the reputable organization of
I don't
thefactsite.com.
care. It's just. Oh my god.
Nick, I'm sorry. I thought.
What's the point?
See, it's the brain. I can't turn the brain off, so it just subconsciously it's always coming up with all these conspiracies and stuff and throwing them out.
Some sort of an active moment to fall back on when we say stupid shit that doesn't end up funny, and then we've got to turn it into attacking.
It's not an attack. It's an attack on the factsite.com.
Okay.
I'm just saying, who runs this website? If it's
Alex Jones.
If it's not Alfred Einstein, I'm gonna be pissed.
We already got a couple Albert Einsteins on the show. We don't need a third.
Yeah, I mean, there have been people in my chat who wanted to talk about that guy who ate horse poop in Philly, which is apparently like reasonably common at sporting events. Yeah, like
They're eating horse poop.
Shit.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I mean, I did post the GIF in this Discord a couple of weeks ago of a guy picking up some horse shit and consuming it. I don't see the appeal, to be honest.
Is it like, you know, in every high school there was always one kid that was like, hey, everyone get your pocket change together and we'll make him eat garbage.
Do they think it's falafel? It's like ground falafel that grows naturally?
Ooh, delicious falafel from the falafel horse. I
You know why they call it falafel is because after you eat it, you feel awful.
You're full.
Like, I get why people do, like, you know, stupid, like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, jump from this roof to the other roof because, like, you know, maybe it'll look cool. Yeah. What is eating? Who is gonna even talk to you after you eat a bunch of shit off the ground?
Well, maybe they called you Dirtgrub when you were growing up, and it seems like the only way you can get somebody to notice you.
I guess so, yeah.
Dude, so people are gonna, like, rightfully call me out on this because my city did riot after losing in the Stanley Cup Finals, but I wasn't part of the riot, just to be clear.
You're part of the Ryan.
I'm part of the riot. I was living in Korea at the time, so I couldn't be part of the riot if I wanted to. But I really don't understand rioting after a sporting event.
Well, the truth is, no matter what happened in Philly, like whether they won or they lost, that city was burning, no matter what. So,
but
that'll teach them.
But why?
Because you got to show them.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got to show them how much you care.
It's about passion.
But people are saying the actual, oh my God. People are saying the actual reason, which is that everybody is, or lots of people are extremely drunk. And I understand that, don't get me wrong. But I just don't understand why you're like, hey, there's a sporting event, let's riot and maybe like I'll get a criminal record because my team's in the Super Bowl?
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Did you see how many people were on the street immediately afterwards?
Yes.
Okay. All hundreds of those people, or the thousands that were in the street, all of them were just blasted on grain alcohol. So look, things get weird when there's that many people in the street. Believe me, New Year's Eve in New York is like fairly similar. It's like a war zone here. Like, the police don't do anything at all. They just watch because they're pissed that they have to work on New Year's Eve, and there's too many crimes being committed for them to do anything about it. So yeah, it's like, I understand.
Well, people are like, do you actually think it's premeditated? And it's like, yes. Like, I don't think that they go, oh, I'm gonna put my riot gear on, but I do think that people are like, in their head, they're like, there's a riot probably gonna happen after the game tonight, and I'm just gonna be there. It's like our discussion about drunk driving. Is like, if you don't make a plan to not be involved in the riot, I think you've almost made a plan to be involved in the riot by omission. So that's why I know, like, if Vancouver gets home ice advantage in the Stanley Cup Finals, like, any time in my lifetime, I'm getting the fuck out of downtown. No question. I'm gone. For at least a day.
I mean,
I'll book a hotel. I'll stay in freaking the Nanaimo or something.
You could get not blasted on grain alcohol. I mean, that would probably help with your decision making.
I'm not worried about me being a part of the riot. I'm worried about being sober during a riot and people smashing a bunch of windows and stuff like that.
I was gonna, well, see, I think, like, as you're pretty safe in a sports riot as long as you're not,
In a car they're
sentient
flipping.
car or
television
or you're a small business or
a
something.
storefront.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of
As
looting,
long
a
as
lot of
you're-
flipping cars and fires, right? That's usually where that goes.
Like, as long as you're human, you're gonna be all right, I think. You know,
Do people often get hurt during these riots?
probably.
No, but like, it's kind of like I'm not worried about anyone's physical safety. I'm more just like you're causing millions of dollars in damage for no reason at all.
It's like
It's not even like, even if it was a political protest that I disagreed with and they were smashing windows, I'd be like, that's really shitty. But you're like, it's the National Football League, or it doesn't have to be the NFL. It's any sport.
What about pussy
feel-
riots? You don't like those either?
But it's a whole different. That's a whole different discussion.
I
Yeah, I
feel like
guess.
it's a good excuse to commit crimes because no one's gonna stop you.
That's what I was thinking, is that people have the idea that like, well, everybody is rioting, so
Yeah.
if you're ever gonna commit a crime,
Yeah.
probably the right time to do it, right? Because your odds of being punished proportional to the crime are at their lowest.
All that time that you were pissed at, like Goldman Sachs or Walmart or something, now's the time where the cops
Or,
won't stop you from.
Potbelly sandwich shop.
Right, yeah. No one will stop you from bashing in their windows. And,
On the other
you know.
hand, there's probably some CCTV stuff going on, and maybe you'll be one of the few that actually get arrested and made an example of.
True. Although I did, remember I told you about that rabbit hole I went down with weird dystopian technology. I did see there is already glasses that basically cloak you from CCTV.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
there's that material that makes it so you can't record. It's got like a weird reflective thing to it.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
made by AMD?
Elgato would have been the more apropos.
My Elgato works. I don't want to go down.
Do we all agree on? Maybe I should have asked in about another half an hour.
Oh, the participants' threat score has been increased by 1,000. Thank you for participating in DARPA.
I just don't get it. And the same thing happened, like, my university for like 4 years was famous because the year before I went to college, they have homecoming, which I'm sure you're familiar with. But at homecoming, everybody organized like an impromptu street party on this one little tiny 2-block street. And then people got ass blasted on grain alcohol. And then they started, like they flipped over a car and lit it on fire. And then for the next...
I'll show it.
For my entire undergraduate career, everyone was like, well, it's homecoming. We got to go to Aberdeen Street. Somebody might flip a car over. But what actually ended up happening is you got like 10,000 people shoved into 2 blocks with like, everyone's drunk and they're all holding actual glass. So it just ended up being like everyone throwing glasses into the center of the street, basically. And you're like, oh, hey, watch out for the glass.
That's pretty rude.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Sociology is weird, man.
Like we went every year. Every year I hated it.
The other thing about it, though, is like it is specifically Philly, and Philly fans. I mean, one thing that you could say about Philadelphia is that they really care about entertainment regarding their city. Because I mean, they made a movie one time about a fictional boxer, and they made a fucking statue about him. Right? Exactly. Yeah.
He
So,
died.
like,
Pretty big deal of a movie, though.
it is a big
won
deal.
Best
of a movie,
Picture.
but I mean, like
Both
you know,
Rocky and Philadelphia.
A formational
actually.
bit of culture, I would say, beyond just it being about Philly.
Really, more my point is though that
Okay.
like Philly fans are known for being very rowdy.
Passionate.
Yeah, passionate's a political word to use.
Well, you don't have to get political about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rioting, I don't understand.
It
Oh,
shows
I do understand. I don't understand it for sports. The same thing happens in Montreal. Like I was in Montreal like 10 years ago. They were in the second round of the playoffs, and my mom actually texted me, and she was like, "Be careful. If they win, be careful. If they lose, be careful, because like there's gonna be a little riot. Even in the best possible scenario, there's gonna be a little riot."
Are there more likely to be riots on a loss than a win?
I don't know. That's the thing. I
said it as a joke, but I think I meant it pretty literally. I think whether the Eagles won or lost, there would have been the same kind of
but like the
overturned
riot
cars.
that they had was kind of like a fun riot.
True, yeah, a
That's
laugh
nice.
riot.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, I'm having a good time. Let's smash this window." Instead of like, "I'm having a shitty time. Let's like fucking
Smash
kill
this
each other."
window.
What if we
and
redefine
smash
a
this
riots to not be called riots in that case? Because it doesn't sound like a real riot.
Here's what I'm thinking. This is, oh my god, elect me, because I'm gonna come up with the how we prevent
All right,
riots.
you got it. You're elected.
The first
Done.
sporting event, there's gonna be a riot, but there will never be a riot after that. You ready?
Okay.
We use CCTV during riots to identify good actors, like people who are doing good deeds and
Like
are
Tom Hanks.
well, yeah, exactly, in Philadelphia, particularly.
Yeah.
They're part of the
He wants his juzz.
they're part of the riot in the sense that they're in the crowd, but they're just like they're a good Samaritan. They're like someone picks up a trash can and they're like, "Don't do that," you know. And you build a
Yeah.
dossier on everybody, and you give out $1 million.
That's a political word.
Okay.
You give out $1 million to one of the good actors. Then next time there's a riot, everybody's going to be going out and being extremely nice to one another in hoping to win the $1 million. And then you've spent $1 million on riot control, but you know done it in such a way that, you know, there's never going to be another
What
one.
if,
How much are they
though-
going to spend on breakage and police forces and et cetera, et
You
cetera?
have your ceremony to give out the $1 million, and then they riot when they don't win.
Yeah. Here,
I think that's no, because you just what you do is you just announce the winner at like 3 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, Tuesdays.
And then people wake up and they check it and they go, "Well, I didn't win, but I'm not gonna riot.
Okay.
Like, I gotta
so
work."
I've got an alternative for you here. So instead of your Good Samaritan thing, right? How about we scan people's social media and stuff and assign them like a threat rating, or maybe you call it like a score or something, and then you pre-arrest those people before the Super Bowl game.
And just shoot them to death. Just shoot them all so they die.
That'd be good.
And then they can't do anything because they're dead, right? So that's actually a great.
Chat, you're so wrong. People are like, people would riot daily to get the $1 million. No, they wouldn't, because as soon as you riot, especially if you incite it, you lose
You're on the bad
million,
list.
You lose the chance to ever get $1 million.
You're the one who has to pay the $1 million to the one who wins.
Right, yeah, exactly.
See, now I was thinking about that.
And they put you in debtor's jail when you can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have those again in the United States.
You guys have debtors' prisons?
We're working
Yeah.
on it, yeah. We're really making a lot of great progress this year, or last
We've
year.
had private prisons for like a long time, which I feel like as soon as that was offered up as an option, people should have been like, "Hey, hold on, doesn't that seem kind of like a conflict of interest?" But no.
In speaking of debtors' prisons, I got a hilarious phone call this morning that I only noticed when I woke up because they left a voicemail. It was a robocall, and it was a machine-augmented voice from like a Vietnamese country code.
Okay.
So I checked the voicemail, and it goes like, it starts in media res, and it goes like, yes, please call us back at this number. And I'm like, that's no area code I've ever heard in my fucking life. If you don't, we'll be forced to, unfortunately, issue an arrest warrant. And I was like,
That's
this
no
is
fun.
I'm aware of the scam because, you know, on all the Canadian subreddits, people have been posting about it. But yeah, like they robocall you from like a Cambodian number, and then they go, hey, it's the IRS. We owe you, or you owe us a bunch of money. And if you don't call us back, we're going to arrest you. So call us back.
When you
And
say
then when you
machine
call them-
augmented, you mean like Bane?
Yes,
Yeah.
basically like Bane. And then when you
Seems like
call
a
them
big
back,
debt for you.
when you call them back, they go. I didn't call them back, but when I
looked it up.
read about calling them back, they're like, it used to be iTunes gift certificates. Like you need to pay us $5,000 in iTunes gift cards. But the one they do now, or at least have done recently, is like you need to buy a Bitcoin and send it to us.
1 Bitcoin?
And I'm like, dude,
That's
I feel
crazy.
bad. I feel bad for anybody falling for this, but like, come on.
very-
I almost
very
feel bad
expensive.
for the scammers in the sense that they have to walk like a 70-year-old through buying a fucking Bitcoin.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like when they, like how are they
Hold
gonna
on,
get?
let me pass you off to our IT personnel. They'll help you get started with the extortion.
It's becoming a legitimate job underneath the actual scam.
That's yeah.
Like if you can walk me through earning a Bitcoin, you've basically earned it. So if you can walk like someone 2 generations up, please God.
It's impressive, honestly.
It really is.
Wait, isn't a Bitcoin still worth a ton of money, or did it fall or something?
Well, I mean, it's worth a ton of money unless you
fall.
bought it for when it cost a
It
lot
falled?
more than it does right now.
Yeah. It I mean, it went down to 6K last time I checked. But I mean,
No.
Wasn't it like way higher than that?
it was, but
It was
like,
like
the other,
almost 20, I thought.
yeah, it was like 19, I think was like its
God
peak.
damn.
But I mean, like, the other thing is like, I don't know, like people are like, oh, Bitcoin crashed, it's terrible now, it's worthless.
It
But
is.
like,
It's awful.
it's a, you still realize it's $6,000 for like what, like 20 kilobytes of data? Like, how is that?
Not
It's
just
still
any
worth
string
a
of
lot of money.
characters.
But it's like, I don't know. I can't. I get frustrated talking about it because whenever we make a joke at Bitcoin's expense, there's always some dude who's put like 2 weeks of his lunch money into it and then like gets mad at us even though he's got $25 invested in it. But like, it is still way up over the course of the past half year. But I wonder like how many people bought in when it was like 15K and everyone was like, it's gonna hit 100 by the end of this year, and then it kind of crashed, lost like 70% of its value, and now they're like, I'm out.
Right, yeah. That is like the literal worst way to buy any kind of thing like that. I was gonna say like an investment, but it's not. It's a currency, I guess, technically.
I just want to buy a new video card sometime in the next 3 years without it costing me more than the rest of the computer combined. Please.
Yeah.
And I don't want to buy your used video card that you had set up in a freaking mining rig in the storage locker somewhere in Akron, Ohio, where the temperature was like 80 degrees Celsius, okay?
You guys are ruining the graphics cards. They're all bad now.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying if you want to buy a graphics card, it's better to just buy a new computer.
That's
One that has one
hilarious.
packaged with it, I mean, instead of just trying to buy one off.
That's actually really funny.
Pretty silly.
No!
I want to have the ability to buy graphics cards again. I'm not worried about cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm. Trade in NVIDIA GeForce coin.
Amazon said they would buy my Oculus Touch for $35.
I
said,
do
no,
want to
thank
ask
you.
you about that because, first off, you can sell things to Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
they
can make
have
a
new
little, like a
stuff.
community area where you sell what you want on it.
Okay, it's like a Kijiji or something.
I don't know what that is.
I think they have like I'm not sure, but I think there's even like an auction area on Amazon too, like eBay.
Really?
I don't know
I
about
thought
that.
so,
Well, I haven't
but
seen
I
that
don't
personally.
know.
No.
I just know you can have a third-party area where you sell stuff, and that's
Secondly,
store, I should say.
the Oculus Touch was like $200, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that like normal kind of depreciation for a consumer good?
You know, you're probably right. It just, I haven't gone to GameStop since I stopped working there, and I just forgot. I just don't like that level of depreciation, and also I feel like it has sort of a strange niche value since you need the headset with it. So, like, who's just buying the Touch?
I don't know. I kind of like. It's weird because I live in a world that's like, as soon as I step outside of my apartment, you just see the effects of speculation all around you. And sometimes, even when I'm within my apartment, I'll look, oh my God, PlayerUnknown's trench coat is selling for $11,000. You want to
Hey,
talk
I
about?
offered my sneakers. You didn't want them.
You want to talk about a Bitcoin being 20 kilobytes of data?
Yeah.
At least you can buy drugs with it. What are you supposed to do with PlayerUnknown's trench coat? You got street cred in a game with a million Laotian hackers.
Yeah, this whole like digital goods costing money is getting weird.
Yeah, you say
It's
that,
gonna
but you're
get-
not the one selling all your Steam cards and making a huge profit.
Well, yeah.
Suckers. Huge profit. You know how many games I've bought out of that?
3 or
Like,
4?
Probably 3 or 4. Yeah, that's huge.
I mean, considering like you made that by playing games, I guess that's pretty cool. Although,
Yeah.
is it really? It's kind of just like adding a middleman to, like, buy 3 get 1 free kind of thing.
Why?
Well, no, for Nick, it's even better because they're mostly review codes that lead to the trading cards.
That's a good point.
So
yeah.
it's like a really, really slow, like Amazon Turk project
That's more like it.
that turns labor into literally pennies, sometimes dimes.
I've gotten up to 80 cents for a card.
Whoa, that's actually really impressive.
It's very rare, but it happens from time to time.
I probably have some Dota items that are worth fucking.
Oh!
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
Just take me away, Bennett.
How you doing over there?
I keep getting to the same rock and then sliding all the way back down.
K-Core, right?
Yeah. But it's like, I think I've improved at this little middle section. Anyway, what I was going to say, though, is like, I hate talking about anything to do with money in Twitch chat because people treat almost everything as if it's an investment. And that's very good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good mindset. But sometimes it's like, I just want to buy a good and then use the good for what I wanted it for. And then it's been paid. The debt has been paid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess people need like alternative income sources in the modern era where nobody has like a living wage at minimum.
Yeah, but like, is the right way to do that to invest in inherently
probably not,
valueless digital cosmetic goods? Like,
Probably not.
Where
no,
the investments
I would-
are also incredibly fragile and fickle, so like you're really
no, but
risking
like
much
these
more.
ones are even more so.
Yeah. There
Like,
actually there
there's
was
still like there is a Microsoft. Like you buy stock in Microsoft, there's like 200,000 people tucking away at Microsoft. They're producing like records and data that you can check on, stuff like that. You buy like a PlayerUnknown's trench coat or something like that, it's just floating out there in space.
there's like a meme heavy like Wall Street subreddit.
Wall Street Bets, yeah.
Wall Street Bets, yeah. And there was a good post on there when the Dow went down 600 points or whatever. There's a good post is like Wall Street freaking out once the Dow hit negative 600, and it's just a picture of a server room.
Where all of the orange lights blinking instead of some of the orange lights.
Yeah, it was good.
Let's do this for the 2000th
You
time.
should go up the rocks. I want to help. How can I help?
Dude, I don't know. Fly over here and beat it for me.
Well, you could just like let me remote control your computer somehow.
I would absolutely never do that.
So, speaking from the perspective of someone with limited to basically zero financial knowledge,
What does he think
Yeah,
I'm trying to do to his computer?
aren't like ETFs like? Can't that lead to like some real bad
Speaking of
shit
somebody
pretty quick?
with no
Yeah.
financial knowledge, here's an acronym about 20% of the audience will
I don't know
understand.
what ETF is.
So like basically like the crux of that joke of it being a server room is that like most stocks, or maybe not most stocks, but a lot of stocks are traded electronically now by bots,
DARPA.
basically. Yeah, I mean sorta. And they're traded incredibly quickly based
Yeah.
on just like
Algorithms.
algorithms and market trends.
Which, if they
So,
pick
like-
up the wrong one, can crash the whole thing really fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't that like inherently a dangerous system?
Let me give you a counterpoint that I am not
Okay.
being satirical about and 100% believe in.
Okay.
Isn't making the transaction as frictionless as possible getting us closer and closer to realizing the objective truth of a fair market because there's less barriers to entry?
But
Whoa,
see,
that's
but is
so
that really
philosophical
what's-
to address what Rob just said.
But isn't that? But also, in a similar philosophical note, isn't that kind of like the opposite of what capitalism is trying to do? It's like it's trying to provide a large amount of choice for the consumer, right? And people vote with their dollar, but people aren't voting with their dollar with electronic trading. They're just voting with market trends and trying to make the most amount of money in the quickest.
Well, that sounded like capitalism, that last bit.
Rob,
Yeah,
I love you,
yeah.
but you're an idiot, and here's why.
Okay.
Just buy Bitcoin.
Oh, all right.
It's going to the moon. We all buy in. It pumps up the value, and then we all get out.
Yeah.
When it hits $1 million a coin. It's
So you're
not
telling me
rocket science.
everyone gets that million at the end? We're all gonna win.
No, I mean like a few hundred
But I'll
thousand.
certainly be one of them, so you don't have to like.
A few 100,000 suckers are gonna end up eating some losses. Okay.
Everyone that wants to get in will be the winner until they're not. Think of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I got something for you guys. I'm not suggesting that Bitcoin is an affiliate marketing scam. Not at all. But I do have some essential oils I would like to sell to you guys.
Oh, do you have any from snakes?
I had to. I got one of my friends, and this is a PSA more or less.
PS8?
So-
We're still on 4.
We have an essential oil diffuser, aka like an aromatherapy. It's like a vaporizer that makes smells.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
No, I know what those are. I've almost bought one of those.
Yeah, it's only
One
smell.
of my. It's nice. Like, let's be honest. You know, I'm a married man. Is rarely the husband that goes, "Hey, let's buy that aromatherapy kit." But
No, it is.
like whenever Kay would put something into it, I was like, "Yeah, it smells nice." It's kind
Those
of
are
relaxed.
always farting the room up. You gotta air it out a little.
Absolutely true. But anyway, yeah, one of my friends sent me a Snopes link that was like, hey, just so you know, I don't even know if you have one, but we had an essential oil diffuser and it made my cat ill. And then there's a Snopes article that's like, yeah, it can make your cat sick. So immediately I was like, we're throwing out all this fucking oil. We can keep the diffuser, but yeah, there's in case you're out there using an essential oil diffuser and you have cats, it's potentially harmful depending on the cat or depending on the oil you're using.
So can I ask something?
Yeah.
The fuck is an essential oil?
There's
Dude,
very many. They're so essential. Why do you, Rob? How do you not know this?
It's a what?
It's a homeopathic thing.
Oh, so bullshit is what you mean.
I mean, it's
They're
bullshit
essential.
if you no, it's bullshit if you think it's gonna like cure your rickets.
Right.
If you think, you know, tea tree oil smells nice, then
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
then
Tea
that's
tree
fine.
oil would help when I had acne when I was younger. It would help keep the site of an acne breakout more sterile. And make my skin drier as well, which I needed. So yeah, they're essential. You gotta have them. They're required by your body to make proteins.
Those
essential.
are amino acids.
No, essential oils. You need them.
Those,
It's like beautiful clean coal, essential oils.
I thought they were called essential oils not because they're essential for human beings, but because they're like the plant produces them essentially.
Oh, in
I know that
essence,
sounds-
the plant produces.
Well, here's the thing. I was reading up on eucalyptus, and it was like the essential oil of the eucalyptus tree. And I was like, well, we haven't even talked about human beings yet, so how do we know it's an essential oil?
Right. I just like that they're essentially
We didn't
oils.
learn about essential oils in biology because it's science. We learned about essential amino acids because that's like an empirically true thing, but it's not like we take a class on like, hey, here's a bunch of bullshit. They just teach you how to spot it, and that's how I know 100randomfacts.com is not necessarily a reputable
It's because they come from their essence.
What does it mean though? It says it's derived from essence.
From essence.
The homeopathic residue that's left after you distill it down like 70,000 times, where it becomes super powerful.
Oh, okay. No, so essence
That's the
is
essence.
Like, essence is a word that implies that it's been distilled from something or like derived from something.
Yeah, I
it's like
guess.
if I boiled an orange, I would be left with like orange essence in the pot.
Seems right, yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Sounds like
I was thinking of
stupidest-
essence in the other way, which
Yeah.
is like as an English word.
Oh.
So, but like, you know, I know Nick's already made this joke, but are they literally selling snake oil? Like,
No.
Except because
No, they are. They are.
that's because that's really what it like. Did they really come all the way back around to like 1820s?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, they're not selling snake oil, but they are.
Well,
You know, they're selling
Are they selling any
Oils.
snake essence?
Let me
They're
pose.
selling oils that have dubious medicinal qualities.
Let me take
for a
this
lot of money.
hypothetical to its maximum essence, which is back in the day in the Wild Wild West, you would have actual snake oil that is derived
Correct.
from snakes.
Yes.
Nowadays, you would take that same snake oil, distill it 70,000 times to the tiniest little bitty atom of what used to be snake oil, and that's where its potential explodes.
Right.
And you can get maximum market value when you sell that in a CVS pharmacy. So that's where the snake oil has now gone.
Dude, I think I told this story already, but like it still makes me mad when
love this.
Kate was
So
getting
dumb.
sick. I went to the Whole Foods pharmacy and it just made me want to die. And I was like, everybody shopping here by definition needs to either be a Bitcoin millionaire or have 10 college degrees or be a Twitch streamer. But when I went into the pharmacy, I was like, what do you mean? It's like Ben's vegan nootropic stack. That's not medicine. It's just like it's nothing. When you're selling me like salt and creatine mixed together.
They need to have well, I mean, you know what? They probably already do, but I don't read bottles on medicine. Also, I don't buy medicine. But anyway, my point is there needs to be like a big, just a big fuck me sticker on all medicine that says this one's FDA approved.
Yeah, you can't put a cross on your bottle unless an actual doctor is signed off on it.
Right, yeah. Well, no, see, that wouldn't be good, because then if it's just an actual doctor, then like Dr. Oz would be selling me.
Yeah,
like
Dr. Ruth.
The narrative has been shifted in such a way, though, that there is like that sub-movement that believes that mainstream medicine is actually the problem. So you need the things that aren't approved by the FDA to get truly
I'll never
cured.
forget when Dan did that. Like, I thought this was a joke kind of person. It's statistically, I want you to know, Chad, this is a teachable moment, okay? There's probably a couple people in chat who genuinely believe this, and you're going to be offended that you're being made fun of, but it's a chance for us both to grow, okay? Dan did a PUBG interview with a dude who sold weed and legitimately believed not that weed has medicinal properties, but that weed can cure cancer, and it's being put down by the Food and Drug Administration and like GlaxoSmithKline and Pfizer and stuff like that, so they can continue to sell medicine. Because he's like, where's the money in curing cancer, man? It doesn't make any sense. There's no, you make money in treating cancer, not in curing it. And you're like, okay, I mean, like on actually the worst kind of heuristic, I understand where you're coming from, but
it's a popular argument too.
Yeah, but you're like an idiot.
It's very popular among potheads and drug dealers, I will say. But also, like, I'm glad Colorado is free of cancer. That's a really exciting news.
Right, dude. All we got to do is wait like 5 years for the stats to come out.
Wait, was that the argument is that the weed literally cures the cancer? I thought you were just saying...
Yes. No. This is what I mean. Like, there are people who are like, it can alleviate the symptoms, or, it could make it more pleasant.
Yeah.
100%. Not even negotiable, But this dude was actually like, it cures cancer.
Well, because there's a difference between the medicine is supposed to keep you sick argument versus the weed cures the cancer argument. But I guess you could make them line up. So that's pretty cool.
I think, he's in the business. So
yeah.
He had I mean, not that he probably had any problem selling the product, is my guess, but...
Never hurts to have, extra justification.
Yeah, he thought it cured cancer. Like, literally, you smoked a tumor away or something, but...
You, shoot a tumor out with a laser. That's kind of smoking it out.
I love the idea that, like, a well-meaning scientist, or, tens of thousands, they dedicated their lives to curing cancer, and then when they invented the cure, some suit said, nah. And then they all went, okay, let's never talk about this to anybody else ever, and just continue to pretend to try to find a cure for cancer.
Well, I mean, when you also believe that NASA is covering up the fact that the Earth is flat, then it seems pretty straightforward to assume.
You may indeed. There might be a 100% overlap.
I wouldn't be surprised, if I'm being honest. I don't know, look, I think that it's good to be inherently skeptical of government institutions. But there are...
Just fucking kill me, take me. Go ahead.
There are just certain... I feel like with skepticism also should come some level of critical thinking. Okay?
That's highly encouraged in the skeptical communities, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, and I don't know, man. It just seems pretty unlikely that there would be a world cabal of people that are trying to hide the fact that the Earth is flat. Is all I'm saying.
What if since the Earth is flat, look at it this way: all of matter that we understand contains data, right? It's basically DNA is just like a data transmission. Look at the Earth as a metadata transmission, and then look at how it copies. Hang on, I'm gonna get to my point. Look at how it copies a compact disc. A flat Earth is like a compact disc. What if we could slide the Earth into something to read the data on it?
Oh, that's how you get Evangelion.
That's how you get the God particle out.
Yeah.
Right now it's in.
Yep.
We got to get it out.
I am going to run some advertisements, and I'm going to uninstall Getting Over It from my computer, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
We can have a session. We'll figure it out. Holy shit, you're right. Now that's what I like to see. Galaxy brains for everyone that agrees with me. That's right.
So the Earth is
what
a
really
floppy
annoys
disk.
me is when people go like, well, obviously, like just all the proof I need for my argument is for you to agree with every single assertion I make in a chain that depends on itself. Like, well, obviously, if they had invented the cure for cancer, it would lose the money. Ergo, they've invented it and they're keeping it down. Like, you'd have to. Well, are you so naive that you don't believe me? The pizza delivery driver / weed salesman for this area code? Like,
I hope that stupid shit I just said was transparently stupid enough that nobody thinks I'm actually trying to say that, because there's always one.
Yeah. That's the fun one about, like, there's always fun little bits that you can poke holes in conspiracy theory arguments. Is like, yeah, well, they make more money on chemo. Like, but why? Hold on. We're assuming that they're an evil organization, right? Like that the FDA and all these people, they're all evil, right? So if they had the cure for cancer, why couldn't they just price it at $50,000, the same price as chemo? They're already evil, right? Wouldn't they do that anyway, even if it cost them a penny?
I guess.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I just got a Twitch
doesn't make any
achievement
sense.
for streaming enough hours that I'm a Twitch partner. What? What does this say? I've streamed for 500 hours total. Oh, as of November, I think? Okay, well, that's cool. We get achievements now for streaming, so that's, you know.
Wait, hold on. Did Elon Musk actually tweet that? I need to see his Twitter. I can't tell because he's a fucking troll. I don't think he actually
What's this
tweeted
game?
it.
Oh,
Right.
tabletop? We're playing tables?
It would be hilarious, though.
Dude, they should make another game called Tabletop Simulator where the goal is to varnish the wood on top of tables.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made that, to be honest.
There's not enough games about woodworking and, like, the technical elements behind, like, barrel making and shit. Like, I would love to learn how to make a barrel. It's really hard, though.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled out achievements. Apparently, system has problems with legacy partners, so if you're signed before a certain date, the system's confused. Oh, okay.
It only goes back
It's
to
just,
November.
it's interesting when they're like, you're now a Twitch partner. I was like, what? That's great news. I just gotta tell everybody.
We need your tax information for the 700th time.
Can't wait.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm so glad they have all my information.
oh shit, we're talking about Elon Musk.
Heyo.
Yeah, did you guys see his video of him playing with a flamethrower?
No.
No.
Does he have his own essential musk oil yet?
I hope so.
We already
I'd love
made that joke in Siege, how stupid his last name is.
Breathe some musk. Might
Dude,
make
I
my
think
cat sick, though.
Because of the space stuff from yesterday, I actually dreamed, and it's not as good of a dream as the concept would have you believe, but I dreamed that I was like a fly on the wall, and Jerry and George from Seinfeld went to space, and they were being hunted
Nice.
down It was like heat signature too. They were being hunted down by like an alien that was actually just Black Panther. So they'd be flying around in their little spaceship, and then all of a sudden you'd hear like ka-tunk, and then Black Panther would use his adamantium nails to start clawing his way through the ship, and they'd do like Jerry would be like, "George, Black Panther's on the ship. I'll take care of it, Jerry." And
That was
that's like,
Kramer.
I don't remember any punchlines, okay? But
Did you see the reviews for Black Panther?
I have not yet.
Yeah.
They are glowing.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah. Apparently, it's very good. I'm happy about
Can
that.
you join on me?
I can try.
Why?
Windows did that thing where it just doesn't let me see my start bar.
Yes, but we need a password. Did you put a password?
The password
is in
is-
chat of Discord, assumedly. There we go. Nice.
Hey, you ain't kidding. That's 99% positive with 76 reviews.
Yeah.
Who is the one guy? Who's the one guy? Who's that guy?
His name is Ed Power, which is really unfortunate when you consider
Yeah.
the circumstances.
Yeah.
And Nick, I don't want to make you feel bad, but he does work at the Irish Independent.
Oh. What should I think about? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I mean, the
Wait,
Irish are pretty...
he gave it a 3 out of 5? That's a fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's better than bad.
It's all politics.
There's a lot of games here for me to look through this list.
Wait, why does it still say Roll Tide?
Yeah, it loaded like our previous segment here. Like I don't know how. Nick, yeah, just join on me and then put the password in.
Yeah, that wasn't working. Get out of here with this.
How do I
shit.
Rob.
How do I
What?
clear this game?
I'm drawing the Falcon Heavy.
Rob.
How do I reset this game?
I don't know.
How do you reset a game?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't answer that question.
Who's drawing dicks on here? Get out of there.
It's the Falcon Heavy. It's in honor of them launching a car into space.
You launched a dick in space?
Resume game. Configuration. Reset to default.
There we go.
Oh, this room has a lot of really amazing intaglio.
stop. Someone who
all this
plays this
wood?
freaking game, teach me.
Um,
Got it.
What's the best wooden piece in this room? Because there's a lot of good ones.
I need you to act your age and not your shoe sizes for a second. I gotta find the reset button. Load it again from your games library. Games. Funemployed.
there
Load.
you go.
That's the.
I mean, that's we could work with that.
That all
though,
looks
can't we?
exactly right.
Which one was this?
This is Funemployed. It's a game where you pretend to blah 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 blah. Joke.
He's done it.
All right. Let's make the game board.
It's not gonna give us the same. I mean, I'm gonna check a card real quick.
I'm not allowed to use the word intaglio on Twitch. Oh.
How do you flip a card
Sorry.
again?
F.
F. Oh, I like that. Dang, that was a good card. Shuffle this one back in there.
How does NL mess up pressing one button? You know what, Jim Puff? You just cost yourself many hellos, my friend. I thought we had an arrangement. Austin, come on, buddy.
I can't. I don't know how this game works. There you go.
I've been giving you so many hellos. I thought we had an arrangement going on. All of a sudden, you hit me with an incredibly reductive criticism, and you throw the whole thing away.
That's the arrangement. You give us $5 a month forever, and we say hello sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody gets that kind of special treatment.
Yeah.
Who's first?
I don't know.
We got to take cards.
Okay, take cards. Whoever has the highest card goes first.
Whoever has the most letters in their card goes first.
Yeah.
this
I'm
one card?
film.
I'm sick.
I am
rotate?
a
Oh, there we
blank
go.
card.
No, it says
private
private
jet.
jet.
What? Why is mine blank for me?
Nick, flip your card.
Wait, I can't see
you took
Austin's
more
card.
than
either.
one.
Steroids. Soulless.
Both of them were not as long as private
Yeah.
jet. So
Wait, but hold on. Those two cards were blank for me. Like, this is blank for me, and this is blank for me.
You probably have like no permissions.
what's wrong with these cards?
That's weird.
Right, is my job blank, Robert?
Excuse me.
No.
Perhaps you should leave and rejoin the game.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
it's
gonna do that.
actually like, oh my lord! Stop, you madmen!
What's the problem?
Why are you?
I was trying to put him on the deck.
I'm grabbing them with my hand. It's literally like I'm like, hey, I'll shuffle, and you're like, let me just grab this one and put it
I
like
was
a
trying to put it
Kimbo
on
onto
for
the
you so you can
friggin'
shuffle it.
side here.
Hold on, we gotta get all these back in there.
All right, I'm back. I'm back in.
Can I play
Can
this
you-
in VR?
Can you see this, Rob?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I would love to try and build a card castle in VR with my Oculus Touch.
Mmm.
That would probably be the stupidest thing in the world. It'd be like getting over it with cards.
Wait, so this means Rob is the first interviewer.
Yes.
Okay,
It is. Why does it mean that?
We
because you
drew
got the
cards.
longest word on your card.
Oh, okay, all right.
This is how we did it
All right.
last time. Even like we just went counterclockwise or clockwise. Yeah,
Okay.
counterclockwise.
So then, you guys are going to be interviewing for the role of
My job.
my job.
My job.
My job.
I got my job.
Talking about.
On a cloud day.
All right, no, but you're actually interviewing for model.
I'm too sexy.
All right, so let's. Hello. Ads are over, right? Zoom it
Yeah.
All right, good. Hey everybody, we're looking for a new model here, and I see there's a bald-headed beauty in here named NL. Could you talk us through? Tell us what's up with why would you be a model?
Jesus, Porky Pig, get out with it.
The first reason that I would be a good model is because I wouldn't make fun of your stutter, because I didn't even notice it, because I consider myself a very sensitive person. I'm also, as you can tell from my lithe physique, a 17-year-old, which makes me the right age for the job. It also, hey, have I, Ivan Etniage?
I'm sorry.
Ivan Etnia? Oh, you didn't know what I said? Sorry, I'm just so enamored with my new decoder ring that I picked up out of a cereal box recently. You heard of these things? You know, you ever see The Imitation Game? I didn't, because I was too busy pounding snatch behind the gymnasium. That movie is stupid, and it's for intellectual weirdos, which I am not. I'm mostly just like the slang, the tang, and that's pretty much my defining characteristic in life. I also smoke a lot of hash. It's one of the weird ways that I managed to keep my physique model-like and muscular. Really, any kind of hash. A hash brown, a hash table, black tar heroin. Anything along these lines will really get the job done for me. So, in other words, in conclusion, what were we talking about?
Okay, yeah. Well, thank you. I think you might be auditioning for a different type of modeling gig than we were offering, but yeah, we'll get back to you either way. Thank you very much. Now, Nick,
Yeah.
could you tell me why would you be a good model?
I have a long history of watching America's Next Top Model. I even auditioned for it once, and I was told that a person with a license to conduct that show was in the room with me at the same time, and I'm thinking it was Tyra Banks. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I'm also someone who's known for world travel. I have a history with all kinds of different cultures. I've worked with activists. I've even hashtagged a couple of times. I've been on the internet. I'm known to collect flies and make sure that they're in their best health. It's a very strange preoccupation I have. There's sick flies. They get collected in places, and I nurse them back to health. It's humanitarian aid. So I try to, do my best to enrich my life in a lot of different ways. And I'm very patient with children is another thing. So if you're looking for someone who has a well-rounded type of personality, I think I might be the right type of model for you. I don't know what we're modeling, but I'm assuming it is the human brain, because I have a great one of those.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do have a fly farm shoot coming up, so that might
is exactly
work
what
out.
I'm into.
Yeah, so that might be good. I'll get back to you.
I got this.
Now, there also is apparently a bounty hunter here. Could we get could Dog join us?
Who took my card?
Hello. I am a new model, sexy model for you.
Oh, okay. Hello, nice to meet you. Why would you be a good model?
Very sexy. Wear clothes, very sexy model. I am. I have cavity in right tooth. On the right side, you cannot see it. It's back. We cover it up. We cannot. You do not see it. So still very sexy model for you.
Interesting.
If I do not win, that is okay, because this is model competition, not just regular model.
I'm not sure that's.
It's competition. I win, and if I do not win, it's okay. I still give you very good price. It is me. I am the price.
It is very interesting.
I will always win, though, because my heart, it is as cold as the country that I come from. And I do not worry about using bad techniques like sabotage other models. Kick them off the model line, whatever you call it here. And I will be the sexy man for your modeling crew.
It's very interesting. Thank you.
Low words per minute on that one. I don't.
I feel as though I want to get Cavity Russian model in here as the
And it was Russian.
It was Russian.
You're taking the Russian for the fly farm? God damn it!
Yeah, I just figured that made some sense there.
Oh, sorry, I can't do that.
Why are the cards? Stop it. What are they doing? Oh, God.
We want to get some cards over on the right side here so they can sit quietly forever.
Can't you just delete these?
Just
Oh, yeah.
leave them. Just leave them.
But why not delete them?
Delete.
Because they might show up somewhere else and we don't know.
There we go.
right.
These are mine. All right, cool. Well, wait, who deleted the scorecard for Austin?
Oh, that was me.
This is what I'm talking about.
Just write a number. You got a pencil?
Yeah, just here. I got it. Just there we go.
All right, yeah, that works, I guess.
Keep a tally.
It's in green though.
Well, you have to do.
He's
ready?
right. It is in
You
green.
ready?
Yeah. So if I was the first, then I guess neck is the next.
Next. I am next, yes.
All right.
Job for magician. We're looking for someone to dazzle us. So I guess we begin with Austin, then we'll work our way around.
All right. Hello. I'm here for the job of magician. I have spent many years practicing. I had no friends growing up, so I had the time that it took to be a successful magician. And what's that behind your ear? Look at that. It's a lovely. You took it away from me.
What is it?
It's a tickle.
Oh, that's not a magic trick at all. You just tickled me.
I thought it was gonna be a trick. I just wanted to give you a little surprise behind the ear. It's fine. It's a magician's humor. You know us. We're funny people. Anyway, I know countless tricks, hundreds even. Some would say dozens of tricks. Just so many of them. I can show you one right now if you'd like. If you have a deck of cards lying around, I can show you the card that
You really
you
want me to
need.
turn? Okay, fine, here.
And it's actually not a deck of cards. It's a mace. Whoa! See that? Did you see that one? I mean, I just pulled a mace out from my thing. It's just a trick, It's
right.
magician humor. But seriously though, just tell me a kind of trick that you want, and I can show it to you. I am a magician. I am. Trust me. I know so many. Just so many tricks. I can't even hold all these tricks that I know. But man, do I need this job. So please, I'm the guy for you, the magician who knows magic.
I hear there's good magicians on both sides. Both sides. All right, thank you for auditioning for our position of magician. Position of magician. I have another man who would like to check out this job, and that man is Ryan. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, or don't. Okay, I guess he didn't show up to the interview.
Poof! You see, I started the interview by demonstrating the magic powers of business. Hello, I'm Ryan. I'm here to be a magician. As you can see, I have control over all of the arcana, major and minor. Combined with my personality traits and my penchant for box wine, it makes me a fantastic spellcaster, showmanship. Occasionally, I do vomit on my own shoes, but sometimes I take the vomit and I turn it into glitter, and the audience loves it. It does still smell, though. On top of that, I just want to let you know, I really have to work in a sterile environment. Stages are best. Concrete is also good. No children's birthday parties. I have a little bit of a history with grass, particularly fresh clipped grass. The problem, I also have a little bit of a speech impediment. It might be because of the box wine. I do have an associate's degree in magic. It's from the University of Hogwarts Online, which, as I understand it, a lot of people have a problem with an online university. They think you need in-person, hands-on experience to be good at magic, but I don't put my hands on anything. I use my mystical powers of telepathy and other various mysticisms to get the job done. Do you have anything to drink?
It's not even the drinking I'm so worried about. It just might be another type of grass. I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but you thoroughly subverted my expectations with your introduction, and you know what they say about a first impression. You made a good one, so thank you for interviewing. We have one more candidate for today, and that is Mr. AlpacaPatrol. Tell me why you're the best magician for the job.
Yes, hello. I actually prefer the term illusionist, and I'm not sure if that'll be a problem, but it's not something that I can see myself breaking the deal on. So that is going to be the main thing that I could give you. Now, I know that a lot of illusionists in this field, a lot of children's birthday parties and whatnot, but I tell you what, the one thing that they have that I don't have is not a poker face, because I've got one of those. Invisible ink is a potent tool in a magician's arsenal. Excuse me, illusionist's arsenal. Can I show you something? May you look at your left lapel right now.
Okay.
What do you see?
I see my man boob.
And now what if I turn on this black light?
What? Oh, now
Yes.
it's covered in semen?
Mm-hmm. I drew a dick all over you. There are dicks all over your body right now. Yes, I did that hours ago, to be honest with you.
You weren't even here. How did you? That's incredible.
That's what I can perform for you. That's what I'll give you. I think my character speaks for itself. I'm probably the greatest illusionist that the world has ever known. So I would highly recommend you pick me for this job. You should just do it.
All right. Well, thanks very much for your time. I'm honestly just stupefied by that trick. I don't know how you smeared all this stuff all over my lapel while you weren't even in the room. But I appreciate that you did, I think. I hope you'll take care of my dry cleaning. I'm going to give this one to Mr. Northernlion with the subversion of my expectations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice. Someone delete those.
You just click and drag,
Don't delete
and then
them.
press the delete key. They're not deleted out of existence.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I saw this.
Can't handle it.
Shuffle it. Oof.
I actually just thought you weren't in the call anymore. I was so confused.
That's what
Yeah, I
I
thought you
wanted
just
to break the veil.
It was very good. Yeah, that was impressive. Yeah.
I was just hitting Windows key to go to Discord as you came into the room.
All right, welcome everybody into this this interview. Welcome the three of you for the job of. That's upside down and I can't read, but I think it says escort.
Escort.
Oh, yeah.
So, I had to pull some strings to get this interview here, but we are here, and let's go ahead and start with Ryan.
First off, I just want to say thank you for this being an interview as some kind of performance-based, maybe even casting couch-related sort of situation that makes you a paragon of tolerance and social consciousness in an industry that doesn't always accommodate that. I would be a great escort because the first thing is that I'm very sex positive. I believe that this is something that should be legalized a long time ago. So even though it's still a little bit in the shadows, it would be really nice for me. Beyond that, I gotta say, objectively, I'm extremely qualified. I like to say that I'm trisexual. It means I'll try anything once. I do also have 3 penises, so that makes me extremely good at multitasking, and is also kind of a funny coincidence, something you can bring up. And I gotta be honest with you, it really ups the rates as well. I can fit in anything, and anything can fit in me. One of the dicks is too small, one of the dicks is too big, and one of the dicks is just right. And those, they can swap around, they can work together, they can work against one another. I gotta be honest, I'm a little desperate. I'm not above doing some body modification if necessary to get this job. If you want me to take one of them away or even get another one, I'm all right with that. Especially, you know, if you guys are footing the medical bill, that works for me. But I think as a result of my genetic advantages, this is a job that would fit me very well. Wink, wink.
All right. Well, we've heard of the 2-dicked man, but the 3-dicked man, that's something. That's going to be tough to beat, but let's see if we have someone who can beat it. Anyway, Rob, tell me why you are the perfect man or woman for this job.
I'm a man, but I'm open to anything, if you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Dog. Now, I know that there are a lot of candidates for this role, but I can provide you the best services this side of the Mississippi, especially if you involve any kind of construction equipment. You see, if you attach sexual implements to many different power tools, I have used them on my various orifices over the years, and I'm very well versed and experienced in that field specifically. A jackhammer is actually my most my most applicable tool, and really most importantly in this line of work is my ability to get turned on like that. Just get me in a room full of tools and men in hard hats, and oh baby, I'll just go wild. I'll be snail trailing across the room like it's no one's business, and you won't know the difference. Also, have you heard of our Lord and Savior Krantu of
L. Ron Hubbard?
He has brought us all into his loving volcanic arms, and I would really, as a side note, I'd like to get you involved in my specific organization. It's great. You'd love it. You probably haven't heard about it.
All right. I was super into 2/3 of that. I'll let you decide which 2/3 that was. But let's get to our final 1/3 here.
Who is
Nick,
to?
please tell me why you will
All
be
right.
the best for this job.
So I was a little fly on the wall there, and I happened to overhear a lot of odd indiscretions coming from the other 2 interviewees. And see, the thing is, I'm a highly ethical escort. In this business, it's gotten very odd. People seem to think that somehow these 2 businesses, the escort and the prostitution business, have something to do with each other. I don't believe that at all. I stick to the highly ethical side of things. I have training, political and police training. I can work with people. I can defuse bombs. I can defuse bad situations, which is highly important when you're working in a social environment. You might end up with someone who is a little bit angry, a little bit angsty. You got to talk them out of that mood and get them to feel the vibe, feel the motion of the ocean. And even if they have a bad comb over, you got to convince them they're a good person. They're a sexy person. They can work with anybody around them. Everything they want to come out of that evening is going to come out just fine. And that's what it's all about, being an escort. It's not about how fast you can get this guy to jack off. It's not any of that. And I can't lie about that. This is the way I am. I'm a very ethical person. I think about these things. I've thought it through. I've had my training, and I do my best every day that I'm out doing what I'm doing, turning tricks on the side of the street.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I mean, I feel like I'm voting for the cards here more than the player, but I think I have to go with the 3 or less penises on this one. That was just...
See, the trick was I wanted to betray everything that I had just said in one tiny sentence at the very end. But
Nice.
Or fewer. Fuck off.
Hey, Stan is over here.
Hey, I was deleting those.
Yeah, delete them.
All right.
Nice.
Gone forever.
Or are they? Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Black Mirror.
I hate that you Rick and Morty every TV series.
They Rick and Morty themselves this season.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Krantu, though?
where did Krantu come from?
Krantu really threw me for a loop there.
I forgot the name.
Heard of Krendor.
Hey, step into my office. You're interviewing for the job of proctologist. I'm the chief of medicine here at Brooklyn International Hospital Sacred Heart and Spaghetteria. All right, Robert, why don't you give me, hey, talk it to me, Dr. Ass.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm also a local Brooklynite, and I gotta tell you, hey, it's great. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't have no one of them fancy medical degrees and none of them nonsense, but I do love me some asses, if you know what I'm talking about. Hey, I've seen a lot of asses in a lot of back alleys, if you know what I mean, just a little bit of good times, a little bit of spread 'em cheeks, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good time, I'll tell you. And in certain situations, other times I can lead.
Where'd the other guy go?
Oh, yes. Hello, I am my brother, Krantor. And I am also, we're actually going to join together in proctology. Yeah, this guy over here, he fucking loves it. Me and him, we've gone back many years, touched a lot of buttholes together, and it's going to be great. And, you have no idea. And I have also brought you lots of massage oil. I don't know if this is part of it. In Russia, it is. You know what I mean? You lay them down, you cover them in the oil, you do a little massage. Hey, I don't know if this is such a great idea to do this to me. No, I think I give it maybe a squirt, a little... just right on them, and then get a little, maybe it will be fun for you, and then we can see, we talk afterwards, off the books.
I've only had a job interview like this exactly one other time before. All right, this next guy, Rock Lee Smile, some kind of Chinese cartoon name here. Why don't you go ahead?
I don't know about that last fellow that you had in the office. To be honest, I'm not sure if he sounded particularly qualified. If you're looking for someone in a position such as a proctologist, you want someone highly qualified, someone who's done their dues in medical school. Maybe they've checked out a few buttholes on the side to try and augment their salary at night, but it's a rough business getting started in medical school. You don't want to be saddled with tons and tons of medical debt. So, you come up with what you can. I'm a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit all around. At the end of the day, though, as long as you go to J. Smithtown, you're going to have a good time, if you know what I mean. I like to come to work well-dressed. I think some people in the California side of things have sort of pioneered this. The customers really prefer, they want to feel like royalty. If you're going to be knuckle-deep in them, you want to look like you're, doing the part. And that's why I wear a three-piece suit to work every day, and I think that's important. You got to send a message of class when they come in through the doors. And it's good to be a captain of your industry, and that's why I think, like I mentioned, highly trained, three-piece suit, you look the part, you dress smart, and then you just basically pioneer, like I said, point your finger right down there. Just right down, point at the goal, which is money. We want money.
I mean, like, the other guy took it seriously, and you're over here talking in a funny voice. I don't get it. Look, we got one more potential candidate for the job. That's great. Wolf, why don't you go ahead?
All right. See, unlike the other two candidates, I actually hate butts. Don't like them. That's how you know I'm right for the job, because even though I have a distaste for the anus, I still went to school for it, studied, and I'm going to be a great doctor for you. All right. I did a lot of courses that I admit maybe they were a little questionable, but when you need to learn about the butt, you need to learn about the butt. That's what I say. That's what I tell people. So you got to take some courses that might not be on the school list, And after that, I was sentenced into a very strange. It was a weird court ruling that ended up after I took those courses where I had to wear a certain belt that keep me from going back to those courses.
What, like an Orion's belt?
Like an Orion's belt. Yeah, sure. We'll call it that. That's sure.
Kind of an astronomer?
Yeah, like space. It keeps you from getting excited about space. Look, it's not important. What is important is that I have alcohol for you and for me. And you seem like the kind of guy that likes a good drink after a long and hard interview. You know what I'm saying? So if you pick me for the job, we can go out back, have a nice little drink and have a chat. We can invite the Russian guy as well. He seems like a cool dude. Probably likes
Gurgling?
Well, you all drive a hard bargain here, but I think I gotta go with the 2 for the price of 1. Give it to old Robert and Dimitri over here.
I can't believe he set you up for a Uranus joke with the astronomer thing, and he didn't know.
I was reaching.
Yeah, that was a pretty out there character Rob just made up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The second that one got into 2 characters, I knew that point was gone.
was not expecting a second character on that, to be honest with you. But
I wasn't sure if it was even 2 people. I thought maybe it was just going to be the one guy.
Wait, are we all taking cards?
No, I'm going to be the guy, right?
I didn't realize you didn't dump your cards.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
You gotta shuffle out every time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be auditioning for the role of Blastoise. What is it? I can't see.
Bachelor.
Bachelor.
Way more fun than Bachelor.
You have it was upside down, and both of your hands were all over the word. Yeah, and I could. Oh right, yeah, I should use Alt.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome in everybody. Hopefully you guys are eligible bachelors. First on the list, I believe, is Nick. Nick, could you come in and tell me why you would be a good bachelor?
Absolutely. So number 1, not married. So that's a big part of it.
Okay.
I've been on a few TV shows in the past. You might know me from season 3 of Big Brother. I was not the one who won. In fact, I did get kicked out of the house, right at the beginning of the thing. I had I was obsessive, and I was thinking about getting all the girls to be with me and all that, and it didn't really go over very well. And anyway, that's all put in the past now. I'm back on the market, back out, looking for steroids, for one, because I wanted to get pumped for the next time I ended up on TV, and I feel like this is where this is going, because I don't really know what you want a bachelor for, so I'm going to assume we're going to be getting roses and stuff. It's going to be a whole thing. So I want to be jacked as shit, because I'm going to get all the women, and if we could have, as many women as possible. El Diablo is here! I'm going to be so ripped! Oh, that's my wrestling name, by the way. When I take steroids, I get fucking crazy. But I think women like that. They like a bad boy. So you can't necessarily know what you're going to get out of me other than muscles and a little bit of, wild passion. But, isn't that what you're after in the bachelor business? Passion. It's all about passion.
Yeah. Thanks. Security? Security get in here? Next up, Austin, what would make you a good bachelor for this season's The Bachelor? We're not very creative in our naming conventions.
That's fine. Yeah, I've loved this show since I was a kid. It's been on the air for a long time. I watched it, and I always dreamed of being on that show so I can please the woman of my dreams. So I'm just ready for this show. I will bring that rose home every week. And I will bring it home in a minivan. That's what I drive, so you know that I'm good with the kids. I'm ready for the kids. None of that sports car, single life nonsense. I don't want that. I want to be the man of her dreams, and that's my goal. So when we meet, that's the first thing I'm going to tell her. And I have a minivan. It's great for the kids. It's great for the kids. And and I forgot to mention that I have a bit of a bad memory, so I may repeat things, and it's the sort of thing that's been going on for a while. But I've loved The Bachelor since I was a kid. I watched it all the time. I will bring home that rose for you. In a minivan, in fact. Did I say that I own a minivan? I can't remember. Where am I?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah. So just dialing back, you have a van for kids, is what that's what you were just saying?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Okay. Yeah. No. Security. Ryan, if you could step into my office and tell me why you would be a wonderful contestant for ABC's The Bachelor.
Hey, what's up? Why don't you step inside of my office and tell me why you'd be a good bachelor?
Oh, well, I'm not auditioning for the show, so I'm not sure if that is if that makes sense.
Hey, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's
I'm playing a part. I'm showing you my masculine energy. And also, I need to know how a dad acts. And you got a little bit of a fatherly vibe for you. So I was kind of trying to see, you give me your question, I reflect it back at you, and then I give you your own answer. And that'll teach me what a father's supposed to be like in the modern world, because I didn't really have that experience growing up myself, which was a little bit of a problem. See, my dad had a serious issue. He was a carpenter, but he never used nails. He only used screws. And he insisted on putting all of our furniture together by hand. So you sit down on a couch, all of a sudden it falls apart, and he said, pass me a Phillips head. And I said, Dad, that's ridiculous. You need some kind of wood nail here. If you want to be a good dad, you got to make nice things for your kids. You can't have them sitting on homemade furniture made out of wicker and screws. I got a spice rack. I put a bit of pepper into it, and it all falls apart. I mean, cumin. It's another daddy issue I have, is I gotta constantly make puns, because otherwise I make tears. That's me. I'm the bachelor.
all right. Thank you. Well, this is truthfully a pretty tough decision, to be honest. It's right now between the man who tried to murder me and the guy who is cripplingly depressed. I think I'm not sure who to give it to. You know what? Let's get one on the board for El Diablo. Let's see what he can do and see if he can bust some people up.
Before you delete those, the cards on the top, it said nice things, and then
it said Nisai things.
Nisai things.
Nisai things.
Yeah.
Just Nisai things.
Oh, that was good. Oh,
oops. That's not right.
Wow.
Can't do that.
Oops, Daisy. My bad.
It was a snap judgment moment. When you see Diablo, you have about 1 second to go either Hulk mode or move in some completely different direction.
Right, yeah.
So I think a guttural sound just came out when I saw that.
That was good, yeah. I know, I was into it.
Usually people go, El Diablo! So for you to go with guttural, I thought was a bold stylistic choice.
That's a good choice, yeah, I know, that's interesting.
All right. All right, next up. We are auditioning for a wet... Oh, we've done this one in the past. You want to do it again, or you want me to draw it?
Nah, new one.
Yeah, do a new one, yeah.
Delete that card.
Yeah.
Delete this, cousin.
Delete.
What's that? Dictator. You need a dictator. Get that out of there. Put it over there. All right, first up, we've got Austin the Dictator. Tell me about what you've done in your past.
I grew up on a small farm in West Missouri. And from there, I learned the hard life, the American dream. And then I was like, you know what? That's bullshit. And that's not what we need. We need the opposite.
What's that?
And that's what I'm here to audition for today. The opposite of the American dream. Wow. Well, let me tell you, this is going to be a bit of a weird start. But the first thing we need is to get rid of all of the dingoes, because I'm auditioning for Australian dictator, of course. Dictionator as well. That's different. But we got to get rid of all the dingoes. We'll start by placing the repellent around the government buildings, and we'll just expand from there. Get rid of them. That's our starting dictator rule for Australia.
All right.
And from then on, once we get rid of the dingoes, that will enact our mythical, legendary flaming sword, which requires Australia to be empty and devoid of all canine-related life. Once that occurs, then the sword will light on fire, and I will be the one true god, Azor Ahai, and rule Australia with a flaming fist. And from that point on, we will then travel to New Zealand and search for its treasure lying at the heart, take over the whole country, just to find the one true treasure hoard of New Zealand that the dingoes hid there originally, those fuckers. We'll get them.
Okay, I think I see a line of reasoning through this. You happen to be named Dog, and you seem to want to eliminate all the other dogs to get to the treasure.
It's a bit of a stretch.
I really liked it anyway, but okay. Thank you very much for your interview. That was a strange but interesting journey. I appreciate it. Let's talk to Mr. Ryan about his dictator.
You betcha.
What's
well,
up?
I think we can all agree that America is the best country on earth, but even the best could be better. And everybody needs some guidance now and then, even on a federal level, to make sure we're as good as we could possibly be. First off, anybody with a tattoo or any kind of desecration on their God-given skin, such as a piercing or a so-called quotation marks tramp stamp, I think we have to round them up and immolate them. It solves two birds with one stone. First, we remove the immoral sinners from the population, and then beyond that, we're running out of coal. As a result, we burn them, render their fat, make it into soap, use them for energy, get two birds stoned at once. Don't even get me started on condoms. All condom manufacturers will be rounded up, grinded up, and then manufactured into their own product, which then we will shoot into the sun. Elon is on board. Beyond it, you may not have noticed, but I like to maintain the status quo. I mean, for the most part, I'm tolerant. I believe that anybody should be able to socially do just about whatever they want, but fiscally, I'm going to run something by you. We're going to remove federal income tax. I just think that for too long, the government has been stealing my money, and it's naive to think that they would know what to do with it better than I do. And this is just really points 1, 2, and 3 of my 999-point plan. Turn that upside down, and the devil laughs.
Okay, that was excellent work. I really appreciated your time. If you don't mind, could I talk to the magician again just for 1 sec? Because I want to understand how, if he did anything to the deck, did you end up with 3 perfect fucking cards? You had a royal flush. That was incredible.
It is basically a royal flush, yeah.
All right. Thanks very much. Let's go on to Mr. Robert for our third and final dictator for this position.
You know, a great man once told me, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. And that is something that I'm going to bring to you. You see, because in my country, you get badges for various things that you achieve in life. For me, it was the ability to fuck every single woman in the country. That is my merit badge. And that is what I will bring to you in your country. I have an army of people who are willing to fight for me no matter what. Using only the pennies that I provide for them. Splash them with the pennies. Throw them at me. I do not care. They will take it. They will take it all and they will do whatever I wish for them. And then, more importantly, I pay them the pennies through my father's great inheritance that he has left me, and I splash them with the pennies. I splash them, I throw them, and they will be bathing in the pennies. And then we shall have the country under control, and it will be glorious. And I'm a bit older of a man, I won't lie to you. It was a bit of a rough life, but that does not stop people from taking my instructions and my orders. Splash.
Thank you. That was very good. I'm sorry for the fourth card. I just didn't want the character to end. It was just really fun. You honed in on splash them with the pennies right away. That was top notch. All three of you, fantastic work. I enjoyed each of you for different reasons. I can't see. The thing is, I want to give it to Ryan, but like I don't know how much of it is that he got a perfect hand. So, but he also did a really good job too. I'm gonna give it to Rob. Yeah, it goes to Rob.
Splashed it.
Give it to him.
Yeah, there you go.
Give it to him. Where's the? Oh, there it is.
Nice.
They were all good. I don't want anybody to feel bad.
All right.
Let's do it.
Welcome to yet another interview for the job of televangelist. Oh man, this will be a fun one. I'm really excited to conduct this interview. In fact, this interview will be broadcast live on our network, Channel 14. So keep that in mind when you are saying your interview things. Let's start with Ryan.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, I like this already. Tell me about you're going to be our televangelist.
Well, I was recently seeking employment in a related but slightly different field that shall remain nameless, but I think I got a lot of crossover skills from my recent attempt to be a dictator. Oops, did I say that? And that'll give me extra credit when it comes to this job. I've already been very much on record. I'm not a huge fan of contraception, desecrating your God-given moral meat from above, and such beyond that. Personally, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think sweaters are slutty. I think that long sleeve shirts should be tank tops, and you should make longer sleeve shirts that should cover up where your arms could ever be. Because if I ever see a glimpse of an elbow, I don't want to know what happens in a man's brain. I have moral codes like this. I also suffer from crippling night terrors. Every night I fall asleep and the Lord of the Flies visits upon me, and he says, Sabrina, someone is walking around in the downtown city center with ankles showing, and I say, no, Beelzebub. I say, no, and I try to banish him, but my sleep paralysis leads to him mounting me in the middle of the night, and my husband, Jeremy, looks over, and I look over at him, and he says, no, Satan, not again. But there's nothing he can do as I'm defiled over and over by the Prince of Darkness. And that is why I should be the televangelist.
All right. Well, we cut the live feed about halfway through there, but still overall a positive feeling, I think. So let's move on to our second candidate, Robert.
Yes, hello. I am very skilled in the arts of deception and manipulation, so I think I can provide you a good service as a televangelist. You'll make a lot of money with me, I'll tell you that much right now. I think one thing that I think a lot of televangelists are missing out on is people don't trust them, you know? And what's more trustworthy than a trench coat? So I wear one at all times. No one knows what is beneath that trench coat, and I'll tell you what's beneath that trench coat: the grace of God. That's what's there. He's ready to unveil his glory to the world whenever I feel like it. People come up, they speak in tongues, and I will give them their tongue right down their throat. It'll just go right on in there. I have inside the trench coat, I have a series of ball gags and whips and other leather implements. It's very effective at getting people won over towards the side of the Lord. What's closer to God than being hung on a cross by leather and fuzzy straps? Most importantly, I think that providing a campaign with a
virulent disease, and providing the cure for that disease is exactly what I'm willing to bring to you. You see, in my back pocket, I have a vial of this skin-eating sex drug that will make people not only horny for my collection of assorted S&M gear, but also they will peel the skin and the flesh from their bones, unless they pay us money towards the church. So really, it is going to be the most effective marketing campaign you've ever seen.
All right. I'm glad we didn't turn the camera feed back on. But still, we have one more candidate, so we're going to go to him. Nick, why don't you tell us why you can bring God to our viewers?
Amen. Glory to God. Amen. All right. So let me first tell you about my mission. That is to bring the glory to God. I have a scheme that I've been using for years and years very effectively. I get people to send me little bits of paper, little bits of scraps of paper. It's a very passive-aggressive scheme I got. I anoint the paper with the oil. I send it right back to them. They send me $1. And I take that $1, I send it, I bless it. I anoint it with the oil. I send it back to them again. They take that $1 and then they send it back to me again, and then I anoint it again with the oil. I've been doing this for 35 years, and I feel like there's a happy ending coming for me. Amen. So I think the main thing that's happened throughout the years is the people have turned their backs against God, and they have sent me to court several times for what I believe to be emboldening the spirit of Jesus. Amen. And I feel a deep connection with the spirit. It goes right through me. It's right into the root, the core of my being. I am the one who can send them the most bits and pieces of paper anointed with oil, and ultimately I will get all of their money. I will buy a beautiful jet, and we will retire in Cancun. Amen. Thank you very much.
Amen. Amen.
Nice.
Or excuse me, amen.
Thank you. That's better.
Now I get it.
It's because of the Wait, what do you get?
Have you heard
what
of
do
the
you
actual man that I've been talking about and what I just did?
Are you talking about the 700 Club?
Not exactly, but don't worry about it.
Why would they choose a number that's so close to 666?
Yeah, that's weird,
that's
right?
true.
Well, because
saying.
666 is the devil's number and 777 is Jesus' number, so
It's also
jackpot.
I was just gonna say.
that might be why it's Jesus' number. Jesus always wins.
Jackpot,
I
you
took
would say.
3 Chuck.
I was gonna ask about that. Yeah, what's the deal with that?
You just try to play him, honestly.
I'm a Limp
you
Bizkit
could
preacher.
not do the Brooklonian accent here.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. We're going to be interviewing today for a role that you're all very excited about. That, of course, is the job of author. You might think it's a little strange to interview somebody to write a book, but it's actually not, is the thing. It's extremely common. So if you could, I know you've done this 1,000 times before. If we could start with Robert and tell me why you'd be the best author for the job.
Oh, Father, well, I can tell you that I've been writing for many, many years. You see, it saw me through some tough times in the Troubles a long time ago, and it brought me to great heights of skill and valor. And I tell you that it has also, I have the skill to go on even farther than I have set my sights out to do. And I think that will give you the ability to see what I can possibly do to make a great story for you. Also, I can see through the leather-bound books in your office, and I can see that you have a penchant for Irish culture. Well, I'll tell you, I will bring you that wonderful plucky charm. Not like Lucky Charms. That's different. It is a little bit racist. It's a bit of a stereotype of my culture, but it's not exactly something that we really need to talk about too much. And did I notice? Did you see that I've got a bit of a hook for a hand? Yeah, you might think that it's a bit of a debilitating disability in the field of writing, but you'd be surprised In fact, if I just dip the hook in a little bit of ink and then write it on a paper, you can make beautiful calligraphy. And that's something that I could provide for you here in this organization.
All right. Most of the writing we do here is on computers, but I'm sure we can get some kind of hook-based interface for you to use. It takes all kinds these days. We have a second candidate, Rockley Smile. Why don't you begin?
Hello. My name is Mike Enslin. I am a well-renowned author. I have a long-running book series debunking paranormal occurrences. And my last experience, you may have heard of it, I stayed at the famous Dolphin Hotel. I had a very rough night, documented it thoroughly. I don't know if you know much about the occurrences that went on in the Dolphin Hotel, but there were demons with fishnet stockings walking through the rooms. I believe the windows started to cry. And as someone who debunks paranormal things, that was a very difficult time for me because I really didn't have very good answers. After the end of my writing that book, I actually ended up turning to Jesus and totally changed my entire outlook. I didn't like being chained to one genre anymore, and I now write religious fiction. And I don't know exactly what we're interviewing for, what the position is going to involve, but I wanted to say that because it demonstrates my incredible versatility in the field of authoring books. So that is up to you. I'll get that out of there. We've already had that one.
Get out. It's a wild card.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay, so in the process of my changing my genres over from one to the other, I found that everyone around me had been utterly alienated, and I am now literally the only person left in my life. And as an author, that is a very common occurrence. I think it helps you focus on your work and your struggle to become better, to learn new words, and learn new grammar and new ways of phrasing ideologies. So I believe I am the most well qualified for this position. I've been through hell.
Thank you very much for your time. And, everybody's got to change their mind on their own personality traits from time to time. So don't worry about it. It happens, especially in this industry. Why don't we go to our third candidate, Last Grey Wolf?
Hello, yes. I'm actually a very world-renowned author. I've written one of the most popular fantasy series ever written, the ongoing series, of course. And although I'm a rather slow writer, I'm a very good writer. And that's what I would like to offer you are my exquisite writing skills. I fucking rock, man. I am just the best writer in the world. Some people, my books have been adapted into TV shows. They're going to be adapted into movies soon as well, maybe even more TV shows. But man, I'm just so full of myself. I am just such a good. I always walk it. You can make different card. You can have that one. Little known fact, a lot of my writings get a little bit on the more sexual side. They tend to drift towards the more real side of human nature, one that I partake in quite usually. So it's why I also partake in the things that I write about, which is just heaps and heaps of hot sex. But it may not look it. It may not seem that way. But one of my side hobbies is Taekwondo. You actually can't get a black belt in Taekwondo, but I did, and that's what surprises people most. Is my ability to achieve greater heights in both my hobbies and my work, which is of course writing for you at this great establishment.
At first, I thought I had a good candidate here. Then I realized Sex Den was not referring to the place just off I-70 next to the Arby's. It's actually something in your home. And as a result, we at I was going to make up a website name, but I don't care. I'm going to give the point to Rob.
Thank you.
For sheer commitment to the Irish accent, which is rather difficult to stick with.
I do want to mention that that was a personal request of Lynn, so I did do the Irish accent because Lynn asked.
Lynn, you cost me the game.
Rob wins.
Hell yeah! Rack attack! Rack attack!
Someone saved the cards.
I thought if I worked in enough 1408 information that someone would care.
Aw. I mean, it is February.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, what's happening?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, wait,
Oh,
no, but
no.
you can see why here in just a second. It's
Whoa! Yeah, and you
What's
can see
this?
why here too is just like a
This is
little
a mushroom cloud.
Oh, blew up.
I can't.
Yeah, it's
Erase.
somebody dropped a nuclear missile on it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll be back in 3 minutes to play some Quiplash. See you soon.
Hope we don't NLSS curse that one.
It's a beautiful room. It would be a shame if somebody detonated a nuclear bomb inside of it.
Oh man.
Why are my cat pixels so pixelated?
That's a game.
Mm-hmm.
That game is tough.
Yeah.
That's why it's a once-a-monther.
Mm-hmm.
I
you
felt
check-
like that was like 3 hours.
Did you
Yeah.
check Dan's messages about Fortnite?
Yes.
Hey, Austin, they tightens up the shooting on Fortnite. Dan, I love you, but it's never going to happen. That's what they said about the Hindenburg.
I saw that message, but I didn't see him misspell it.
They really tightened up the graphics on level 3.
Hindenburg.
That's what they said about the Hindenburg.
That's fucking great.
Oh man, I like that. Holy shit.
Oh, lordy, lordy.
That's some
Amen.
quality stuff.
See, the problem is after the third of this, you're not going to want to hear the preacher voice anymore, and I only have like 2 voices.
Mm-hmm. I know that feel, dog.
And then it's like, well, what do you do? Then you go neutral. You just have no voices then, and then it's just less fun, right?
Mm.
Nobody wants that.
You gotta be in the right rind
Yeah.
mindset.
The right
Gotta
rhyme
be in the
might.
rind
This is
mindset.
gonna be the worst Quiplash.
Getting the right
Yeah, I
rhyme
mean,
mine.
We just used up all of our improvisational abilities immediately.
I have to make up a new voice. That's how you do it? Help me make
Yeah,
up a
like-
new voice. I'm real bad at voices.
Just do something insane.
That
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
that was good.
Mm-hmm.
was about as insane as I think I could manifest.
Pretty good, yeah.
I liked
It's up
it.
there.
Somebody's probably going to clip that, aren't they?
Probably,
I
yeah.
like that sound very
New
much.
sub sound, yeah. Yeah, we're pretty. Yeah. Be into it.
It still has to be words. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Oh, thank you, suicidal squirrel. Wonderful.
It's a strange sentence.
Yeah, what happened?
He knows how to turn off the blueprint after dropping things.
Oh, in Factorio?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Does he know how Hellmod works?
Probably. I'm gonna copy that and put it in a notepad.
Copy that.
Copy that.
Quiplash.
Copy
Quiplash.
that.
Quiplash.
Turn off print. Save as text doc. Let's see.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit.
That's a new bit. We try to simultaneously sing a song.
Is that new?
No,
I feel
we've done a
that's
few
like,
with that one.
Really?
that's like a very common bit, I feel.
No, not Factorio. Quiplash. Dude,
Yeah.
I got a great idea.
Ooh, okay.
What if we... You know how there is cheese that is smoked?
Okay.
What if we smoked cheese?
Oh.
Fucking all day, every day.
Right?
Unless you're a cop or something.
Yeah,
I
you
have
guys
to tell you.
every day.
Tell me.
That's what you say when someone says about cops. Oh, there we go. You know?
I'm making it right now.
You gonna make it a little faster?
I'm just eating a little Fremunda. I'm sorry.
Ew.
From down under?
It's an Australian cheese.
Eating smegma off
I heard
your
they got
balls?
no more
Whoa,
dingoes.
I don't have any smegma. I'm circumcised.
Doesn't mean you can't have smegma.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I think it does.
doesn't.
Where are you building up some dick cheese then?
There's no place for it to build.
Can you make
Rob.
dick cheese? If
Can you still get smegma? Do-do-do-do-do-do. There's no place to store dick cheese. Wow.
I actually, so the top article in Google is dick cheese actually good for you?
No,
Oh, come on.
Stop that.
Stop that. Can we issue a stop that?
Yeah, we should definitely get a stop that on that one.
I have given you a code.
I have entered the code.
You are in the game.
Drop it in. Hold on. Oh no, titties.
Why can't you crop screen regions anymore in OBS?
You can, but you can't if you used any hotkeys.
It used to be like Alt and then drag, and it just isn't anymore. I hate
Yeah,
that.
if you've used like Control F on it, then you can't do the Alt anymore, which is really annoying. So don't do that.
I don't.
You know what? Why don't you make your own fucking OBS then? you got a problem.
Streamlabs did actually.
That's true,
They
actually.
did indeed. But Streamlabs also, don't take us the wrong way, Streamlabs. I use your product every day for free, but there's some things I do not understand about it. Like there's a skip song function in Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Corey uses it in his chat. It just doesn't work. All it does, you put exclamation mark skip and it goes, 186 votes have been cast to skip this song. And I'm like, amazing.
Whoa.
You made a bot that can count, but not do anything with the number.
You gotta send the workflow through all of their infrastructure for that to work.
If you're implying that Corey's making the mistake here,
Well,
I
don't
don't
know.
buy it.
Okay.
Oh, this is Quip 2.
Yeah.
Is it Jackbox Party Pack 3 or 2?
I don't know.
This is the Jackbox Party Pack 3.
Okay.
Okay, that's that's not a good joke. This is bad. I'm excited to see how that plays.
All right. Can't wait.
Yeah, yep. Can't wait.
What's that?
It's an old Bart Scott quote.
Oh, Bart Simpson.
As
Eat
a
pant.
former Jets player. The interviewer was like, "Hey, how do you feel about moving on to next week?" And then he grabbed the mic and went, "Can't wait." Like, do you think you have what it takes to go up against them next week? Can't wait. He just kept going with it.
You all right, Ryan?
The pros of
No.
smegma, it's a naturally occurring lubricant that can presumably unwittingly aid couples during
He's done it.
penetration.
Nice.
Unwittingly.
Oy.
That danged smegma has done it again.
That's
tricked
the
me.
only pro.
Tricked me into penetrating my spouse. Elections would be a whole lot better if instead of debates we made the candidates better, or if we made the candidates spin around real fast then run the 100-meter dash.
So one's a real answer and the other one's better.
Did you subvert me just now?
I think I did.
He
Damn.
subverted the shit out of you.
The old
feel really
analyst
subverted.
Cesaroo. Get fucking
No.
subverted.
No. It's not just because I just got quiplashed, but we need more people in the audience, please.
Yeah, RSSB, fuckers.
The hardest part of having 5 secret families. Everybody is always preggers or coming out as a Mormon to them. Every Mormon there's a church of Latter-day Saints and you gotta wear the temple garb.
That's a tough one to get out of, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah.
shoehorned yourself for doing
Joseph Smith discovered golden plates in the backyard that was beside his uncle's farm.
How the
Is that
hell?
what happened? He discovered golden plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would only read them when he was in private.
Say a word.
Night, Lynn.
Mormon
Good night,
has
Lynn.
won.
Nice. It always does.
A
Constantly
rejected
winning.
name for nipples. Boopy bits or milk discs.
They're both pretty good. I'm not gonna lie
What's
to
it
you.
gonna be, guys? Come on, man.
I'm into both of those.
Thank you for saying good night, Lynn chat.
Good night, Lynn.
You don't
Good night,
you
Lynn
don't have to
chat.
say-
Subverted him again.
That's
so
what we do,
burden.
Bird.
Yeah. It's the nature of our humor. Get fucking subverted.
Milk disc says 1.
Hooray!
Nice.
Hey, cat, can you fuck off?
You tell him.
He's behind the monitor going like, I'm behind the monitor. I'm behind
That's
the
so
monitor.
cute.
I'm like, yeah, I know.
I'm behind the monitor.
Title of an erotic movie for elephants. Junk in the Trunk or Trunk Squirters 8, Never Forget. No, don't eat the acoustic foam. That's why you can't be there.
Huh.
Bad boy.
They're both pretty good.
Mhm.
I went trunk squirters.
I'm a trunk squirters as well.
I'm behind the monitor.
Which one has the one that Rob said is the bad joke happened yet?
Yeah,
Okay. What was
it's
it?
in here.
So it's mine.
No,
Oh, it was that? Okay.
It's Trunk Squirters 8, Never
Yeah,
Forget.
Junk in the Trunk was also, I put it in with like literally a second left.
Well, at least it's kind of clever.
They were a
I
tough
was going,
pick.
oh dude, chat's got it. Fudge pachyderms.
That's not bad too.
That's pretty
actually
good.
the objectively best answer.
That's really good, yeah.
That's the one.
We're all within 100 points.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Maybe the opposite turned out to be true. Doing the little improv bit like strengthened our ability to
Yeah.
play this game.
Yeah. And yes, Mormons do worship Cranto. Yeah. Crantu, excuse me.
Is it Kruntu?
Crantu.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's Crantu. So did we establish Crantu is just someone you made up, or is that from something else?
Crantu, it's Xenu's, let's see, the thing is like when Xenu was defeated on Napa,
Yeah.
we
Wait,
thought we were
Xenu was
done
never
with it.
defeated?
But then many years later, Crantu showed up and was like, hey, I'm Xenu's dad.
It's-
Deepest lore.
The souls got sucked into the volcano, right? And then they came across and pulled them out because it was like an energy
Right,
siphon.
but the part that you didn't know about, and this is secret in Scientology, is that the necromancer, the grand necromancer of the order, came up and he said, Xenu Verada Crantu, and then Crantu was born of the
Oh.
flames. Yeah.
Crantu of the Flames. I didn't remember
you
that.
got it.
Sorry.
My name is Crantu. The biggest secret a chimpanzee has told Jane Goodall. He likes her, or I know what I'm doing when I jerk off.
That's pretty good.
I know what I'm doing when I jerk off.
It's Jane Goodall.
Goodall.
All praise Crantu of the Flames.
Crantu of the flames, yeah.
Dude, Nick, fuck the Bloodborne boss that's just a pile of limbs, which is, I guess,
Yeah.
all of them, but particularly the one that is a pile of
Look.
limbs and opens portals that drop limbs on you
I
from the
know.
sky. Fuck that dude, man.
Said on my stream the other day, I don't know how you're rocking through the game like it's not even hard, and like you keep going in like this is gonna be easy, and then you kill it in two tries. Every single thing I
Nice.
struggled with, you just killed. And then you
Feels-
get to the
feels
limb
alright so
boss,
far.
which I actually killed quickly for some reason, and that's the one you have trouble with.
He's a piece of garbage, man. If you pull your uncle's finger, he farts. If you push it, he sucks things into his ass, or he becomes your new dad.
I like the idea that he's like, pull my finger, and then he pushed, and he's like, no, 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 no.
Well, there goes the OLED TV. I hope you're happy.
I don't know how to describe which boss the limb boss is. It's just a pile of fucking
It's
flesh and
actually a
limbs.
pile of limbs.
And there's just like bell dingers around. You gotta go kill them.
The gargoyles.
And sometimes they just start thrashing. He fell out of the moon, but like 5 bosses in this game fall out of the moon.
Yeah. The worst thing to paint on a new baby's nursery wall. Slender Man or 1,000 other babies as camouflage.
Wait, why would that be bad exactly?
It's such an absurd answer.
I'm just gonna pick it. I hope that Katrina draws Krantu of the Flames today.
Yeah, me too.
Be pretty good.
Can it be Krantu of the Old Flame? Because that sounds cooler.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nick, your next game should be like Dark Souls boss or real title in Europe.
Oh, like a landowner title? That kind of thing?
Well, like, you know, Archbishop Ligarius.
Oh, but like they'll all be Dark Souls 3 characters.
Grand Maester of the First Kiln. It's actually the Luxembourgian Minister of Finance. What a bad undercover cop posing as a teen says. Do you know the way? Or how's it going, fellow kids?
It's a bad meme, but a good answer because it's a bad meme.
I was gonna put do you know the way to the drugs, but I thought it was like too heavy-handed.
Yeah. Is that meme like still kicking around, or is that dead?
No, not at all.
It's
well,
dead
it
for
is
me.
in
I'm not doing
SOS.
it anymore.
Okay.
Every SOS game, people go, do you know the way? And then the person behind them is like,
I feel like that is like a Game of Thrones in there. Like every person who's made a "Do you know the way" joke thinks they're the first person to make a.
I feel like you hit the peak of that game with it's Tony Hawk and it's Tony Hawk's dad. I think like very unfortunate it was that short, but that was the peak.
that was a really good moment. Now it sucks because it takes 6 minutes to queue,
Ooh.
which is too
like
long.
Everybody's left the game, I guess.
Yep. Come up with a classic novel with this word in the title, pump.
Hmm. All right, that's a bad one. It's not up there in my best. I gotta say. Oh man.
My chat asked what SOS is. It's like a game show version of like Survivor, but a battle royale kind of. You like get some stuff on an island and then you run to a chopper and get extracted. But you gotta talk on a radio, which is fun.
It's pretty fun when you're in a game.
You had to say over all the time. To pump a mockingbird.
No, I ran into the character limit and the time limit simultaneously. Pump, 1969. Pump on Pop. Pump Up, The Jams, The Origin of Jelly, or The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry.
You're gonna be Huckleberry Pump.
It's gonna be Huckleberry Pump.
Oh, can I vote for it even though it's not written?
I mean, I did.
All right. Yep.
Tom Sawyer and
I'm gonna be so
Huckleberry.
mad if it wins.
It's going to now.
Why have such a small character limit?
I don't know either.
It's really weird.
Should let us decide how long we want to write.
Yeah, man.
It's
If I can
smaller-
type it, why not?
Yeah. It's smaller than Twitter.
Especially now.
Yeah, it's smaller than old Twitter.
Dude, I'm so happy we're past the age. Although now that I mention it, I'm probably just gonna make this tweet after the show ends. Remember when they made multi-line 280 character tweets and everybody just tweeted a lot of empty space and periods to be as annoying as possible?
Yeah.
I think I might just tweet that after the show. I want a really, really obnoxious big tweet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You should do
I
that.
don't
Take up
want
the
you to
whole
do
page.
that.
Everybody else fucking did it.
Well, I never did it.
my
God
turn.
damn it.
It won.
Of course it did.
This game sucks.
That's how it works. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry.
Ooh, but Nick still wins.
Yeah.
Nice. Nick attack.
Did they mention Bear being on Me IRL? We did indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of content go viral this year. There was when Nick and I tweeted about 420 not falling on Friday the 13th. That one went viral. And then,
I'm very proud of that still.
When me and Malf hit Austin with the car in PUBG, that got reposted at like...
It's got like millions of views.
Yeah, it got
everywhere.
freebooted on Facebook, and now it has like 10 million views or something like that.
And Connor, this one's for you. I never talked about Darling in the Franxx for the whole show. I hope you're very happy about that.
What?
The guy was like, ugh, I can already imagine how this is going to go, and I don't want to tune in. And I was like, come on, man.
Holy shit, that was you? If you're watching this show and you didn't like recognize the voices?
Wait, was that Connor?
Conor McGregor?
Dude, Conor McGregor. I haven't seen him since the Hindenburg.
And you thought my Irish accent was bad.
It's not Irish.
New Zealand?
I'm from Cheyenne. I just talk like this.
I saw Thor, and Rockman is wonderful, by the way.
Oh, Korg or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. It's also the director, by the way, who plays that character.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
That's a Jawa.
It's pretty good. This is
A Jawa saying his name.
Wow. Well, that's gonna get 0 votes. Actually 0 votes.
The most pointless thing to strap a GoPro camera on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We all just got claimed by Nintendo.
The most pointless thing to strap a GoPro camera on. Grandma or a Tesla orbiting the Earth?
He's got a point. It's badass. And it's recreating the scene from Heavy Metal.
Rob just sent everyone in chat into a fucking Pokemon battle. I hate to see that one.
I
I thought that was Mission Impossible for a second. It's James Bond.
That's Mission Impossible.
James Bond is evolving.
Impossible. This mission is impossible. This mission is It's like you've never heard the song. Remember, when dining at a sushi restaurant, you should never ever eat it off a naked woman that wasn't there. Eat it off a naked woman that then wasn't there, or kill your entire family with a 9mm bullet.
Oh yeah, bringing that one back. I feel like this is why we can't play Quiplash 2. It has like 4 prompts.
Yeah.
Like we've been playing Quiplash 1 forever now, and I think we haven't gotten a repeat prompt in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, were we playing Quiplash 1?
Yeah.
When was last time?
That's my. I was. Oh,
We were playing
usually
Quiplash
play Quiplash XL. Yeah, we can switch to that.
It's just like I like Quiplash 2, but we've seen every prompt like 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
A dangerous thing for a drone to deliver to you. Bitcoin or nice sushi lady table.
The old double prompt.
I just
Ryan?
had a great idea that we
Ryan.
need to go. Yeah, what's up?
You did not read that right.
Nude sushi lady table.
You said nice sushi looty.
Nice.
Nice sushi lady table.
Excuse me?
Nice sushi
Lady
booty table.
Nice sushi looty table.
Now I'm saying it wrong.
Sushi nice
Had
booty
a
table.
great- I'm gonna offer you guys 25% stake in my business, $100,000 each. You ready?
Okay.
Right.
It's DoorDash with drones, Drone Dash.
Yeah.
The driver no longer has to get paid, but Drone Dash, they take DoorDash's 25% cut, they lower it to 24%.
Whoa.
So the audience saves the whole tip. Drone Dash.
And you tip it in gasoline.
I got an idea, and this is maybe why you'd want to give me a little bit more equity here. We can cut costs super easily here. Affix a drone to it, have the government subsidize it, and then with facial recognition, they could analyze threats and murder people who order in from Drone Dash.
Which
Let
ones
me-
do we murder?
A New Fragrance by Gerard Depardieu or Trash a new fragrance by Gerard Depardieu.
Trash.
Trash. Trash.
You know, trash is a very evocative word for what garbage is, but I love the term refuse. It's like you're being polite to the garbage. It's like, no, it's not trash. It's refuse.
Do you not see refuse as light trash?
It's trash-like, yes.
Meaning
trash-like.
not like organic decomposing stuff so much as like little bits of paper and stuff that doesn't really stink it up.
That should be in the composts, if you love planet Earth.
I'm just saying.
I'm playing a new trash like today on today's episode of Trash Likes, and your mother's a whore.
Okay, Frank, Let's Play channel, I'd watch that.
I actually would. Well,
of course you would. All right, I see a Quiplash coming up.
Oh, this is 10 out of 10. Exactly. Don't call people trailer trash. Call them trailer refuse. It's just nice. It's like picture like in a 1980s movie, the wealthy British industrialist. Oh, it stinks of white refuse here. I'm gonna have this whole place bulldozed and build luxury condos.
The countryside is filled with recreational vehicle refuse.
The strangest party favors at a bachelorette party would be penis-shaped bride or penis-shaped man.
A groom, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Penis-shaped bride is very interesting. How did this whole story happen?
Dark Souls boss. Alternative punchline, you are what you eat. Dude, seriously though? Drone Dash. I would order so much more DoorDash
Dick Dash.
if I didn't have to pay the driver $4.
Male prostitutes for order.
It sounds crass, but I'm happy paying the wealthy owners of DoorDash their 25%.
They just
as
stick
long
their
as I
butt
don't
up
have
to the
pay
mail
the
slot.
dude who actually drives it.
You don't even have to see their face. Stick their butt on the mail slot. Bam, bam, done.
What if you want to be the butt, though? The worst thing to say while being tortured, don't hurt me, I'm Ryan, or is that the best you got?
Mail slot's got two sides, all I'm saying.
is that the best you got? Is like what all action movie torture scenes like? Like that scene in Casino Royale where he's smacking him in the
Dude,
nuts.
that is the worst.
Tell your mom I said hi.
I'll never forget that torture scene in Casino Royale. That is so detrimental.
Just like swinging it right into the nuts. It's terrible.
He's such a man, he took it.
Man, it is weird having like a super Achilles heel as a man. Like if you get kicked in the nuts, like it's been a long time, but if you've been hitting the nuts like really hard, you just like you can't move, and you're just like you're on the verge of puking and sweating.
Yeah,
The
I
name
can't
of a
imagine
horse-
anything that females have that would even remotely
Well,
compare.
Yes.
The name of a horse you should never bet on, Elmer or Eggfather.
Yeah.
Look, all Rob's saying is that men have it much harder than women.
That's very true. Yeah.
And if you got a problem with that, shut up. We don't talk politics on this stream.
Who wants to walk around on a glass floor? You could see all the refuse below you.
Oh, jeez.
You should just
Jeez.
call all women refuse.
Yeah.
You really did.
A weird dad keeps all of his children's blanks as memories. All of his children's children as memories, or all of his children's bones as
Oh.
memories?
I mean, I think they're setting you up to use teeth. Parents do keep their kids' teeth a lot, though, don't they?
Yeah, my mom kept my teeth.
Yeah, same. Is that weird?
I think it's
really
a little weird. Yeah. She also kept a little of my hair from my first haircut.
Well,
And
I
it's
get
got,
why,
like,
though.
It's got its own specialized like picture frame that I guess they sold at Sears or something like that.
They sold your hair at Sears?
It's got a little picture of me, and then there's a little spot for the hair to be in there as well.
You need
And
to
then-
burn that because that could be used as voodoo magic against it.
That's true. Actually, did you guys ever do the thing where they put your feet prints and your hand prints
Yeah.
in the clay or whatever?
And then they sold them at Sears.
Yeah.
Mhm. To
my mom.
Weirdos want to. Hey, here's a footprint of babies.
We did that for our like dogs and cats as they died to like remember them. So that's a little weird for like doing that for the people.
As they died.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Like right before they die. No, I mean, what? You're gonna get it done before you know they're
Dude.
dying?
What?
Well, there,
You can take them after they're dead.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
Or at any point while they're alive.
Literally as they were giving the injection. All right, it's not like it was that ridiculous.
God.
Oh, this is just a great acronym, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to keep like any keepsakes.
Yeah, ever. I used to like hoard just small objects until one day I was like, why the fuck do I have like this weird fancy like beer tapper on my in my room? I'm just throwing this shit out.
Like, are you a bird?
Yeah, exactly.
My mom keeps little animal bones. I don't know why she does that.
What?
Oh, that's weird.
She finds all animal bones in the yard and she just like puts them inside the house.
What the fuck is wrong with your parents?
I don't know.
Does she like boil them?
No, it's just keeps them.
Make some raccoon stock.
I just like
them-
rather they be clean.
Keeps a feather. She puts them in her car.
What?
She finds a big bird feather. She'll put it in the car. I don't know why.
Where in the car?
Like in
That's a
the
good
front by
question.
the dashboard, because I guess it reminds her of flying. I don't know.
Huh.
Many enemas for mother. Marcellus Ennis Manfred. Mike eats men or moderate eye movement. I don't. If I ever order like an Uber, and the driver has feathers at the front, I'm getting the hell out.
What if he has glued through over the entire surface area of the car just his toenail clippings over the years?
No.
What if he replaced the locks with spikes? So when you tried to grab them, you couldn't unlock the car yourself.
I think I've mentioned this before, but like that shit freaked me out so much when I was a kid that I would, anytime I ever got in a cab, that would be the first thing I checked, is that there
Bone
wasn't a
collector.
knife. Yeah.
It's a movie about Nick's mom.
I don't know why she keeps the feathers. I want like any dead animal parts. I don't want them. And she's
Yeah.
like, no, I'll take them.
You guys ever have the nice wreck attack? You guys ever wait? No, Robert doesn't win. Nick wins.
Who won? Nick won?
I want 'em.
Yeah, Nick wins. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Come on now.
Name starts with R-O.
I mean, you guys could still rack attack if you like, but
Oh yeah, wait. Let me put me in. Let's put us in XL.
Okay.
I forgot how bad Quiplash 2
Part of
was.
some jaw. I don't even know what animal it is. Probably like a raccoon or a squirrel or something.
Yeah, but like that's like that's not okay.
I mean, when I was a kid, I found some rat bones.
What'd you do with
bag.
them?
Put them in a bag.
Put them in a bag, right? Yeah, that's what you do with those.
I was like,
Actually-
look what I found. They were like, that's gross. I was like, oh.
Similarly, I had hermit crabs when I was a little kid. I really loved those hermit crabs. Like I was super into them.
Are we changing games?
Yes, to more Quiplash.
Oh wait, that doesn't matter to me because yeah, never mind.
You do have to put in a new code, but yeah.
And so when they died, I was very sad, and I kept them in the freezer until we could find a place to have a proper burial for them.
Oh,
And then that never happened. They were just in my freezer for months.
Oh my god, that's bad.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I got a question. How do you know when hermit crabs die? Because they never move anyway.
They move.
They move
They
a
walk
little.
around. Yeah.
Because I don't know, my friend had hermit crabs, and every time I went over and just looked at them, they were just. He may as well just had a cage with shells in them.
yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
he tricked you.
I don't know, that's a good prank.
I do owl pellet dissections at work, and the kids like to keep the bones. Huh. That's
But like, they're kids.
yeah. You guys ever do those like at like a science museum or something where they have like a sandbox and you have to like go in with like paleontology brushes and wipe away the sand to find
We were gonna do that in
plastic
elementary
bones.
school, and then they canceled it when it was our year.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, we were mad. Our whole grade was
It's a
mad.
lot of fun. You get some like plastic bones in there.
You know, like when a kid does something, you go like, okay, it's their kids. When an adult does something, you go, that's not okay. But what you got to realize is that, you know, once you're an adult, if you get hit by some kind of impact, it just stays with you forever. Like, you know, you're like the moon getting hit by asteroids. So you're like, hey, I don't know, they're 50 and they collect animal bones. Something must have happened that makes that feel like the right thing to do. Who am I to judge, really, at this point?
Yeah.
God, I forgot how to read for a second.
I
There
haven't
was a-
to me.
There was a word, and I was like, that's not a word. What does that word mean? And then I looked at it, and I was like, oh, no, that's just a regular word that's very much so a word.
And now probably thinks rock collectors are traumatized. No, but somebody in chat said their dad keeps random pictures of roadkill around, and I go, okay, something happened there that, like, your brain broke a little bit, and then it's scarred over, and that's a section of your brain that's like, I need to keep a picture of this roadkill around. I get it.
They're also minerals, Marie.
Well, if they're minerals, they're minerals. Sometimes it's just rocks.
True.
If we only use 10% of our brains, what's the other 90% doing? Thinking about the failures of our fathers or being horny?
Let's be honest.
It's a bit of both, really.
You know what I
Kinda both the
also
same.
did not like about the last Black Mirror episode?
Okay.
What?
They did the we only use X% of our brain thing.
Yeah, I
But
didn't like that either.
I think
Yeah.
they did it like they're like, it's not 10% though, it's 40%. And I was
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
It's still like,
Yeah.
you can't just get away with it. Unless you
I-
say it's 100%, in which case, sure.
Well, it could be a fictional universe where that's actually a true fact.
Yeah, but then,
Got
then
'em.
that's like
Cloverfield
Star-
paradox.
that's like Star Wars levels of explaining away
Well, I
through
agree.
lore, you know.
I'm just giving them the only excuse they have at this point.
What'd you guess is an unadvertised ingredient in most hot dogs? Real meat or hot?
I guess definitionally that is advertised, isn't it? The hot, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right in the title.
You ever eaten a cold hot dog?
I try to avoid it, but have done so.
I have, yes.
You ever had a lukewarm wiener?
Yeah, lukewarm pretty frequently, not so much cold.
I've had a body temperature one, but I don't know, as maybe unrelated to the story.
Yeah, well.
A rejected name for the Segway. Scoot Jet or the Smegway?
Nice. Nice.
Squeaky squeak.
You think that's a squeak? Get ready.
Oh, the reverse.
Wasn't so bad, honestly. I was okay with it.
Goes.
Gotta get some. What did you say?
I gotta make like a. There's a creepy voice that fits here. It's like, I'm gonna try a character out.
Okay.
Hurry up, Brian. We're having some old friends for dinner.
Yeah, I hate
I
that.
think he was
Alright.
filming the CG part of a game from the 1980s.
I thought you were.
Very specific and accurate reference.
Something like that. Come up with a catchier, more marketable name for the Bible. La Biblioteca, or 10 Ways to Live You'll Never Believe number 6.
All right, you can convince me if you tell me what the sixth commandment is.
I don't remember.
Yeah, me either.
The sixth commandment is thou shalt not kill.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Out of all, of
You'll
them.
never believe it because not a lot of people follow it.
Oh, it is actually thou shalt not kill.
How many commandments can you name?
Thou shalt not kill.
Kill, steal,
thou
covet,
shalt-
wife.
Yeah, covet
Covet.
wife.
Thou
Yeah.
shalt not.
Idol. There's
about-
one with the idol.
Something about
Oh,
picturing
false
God or
idols.
something.
False idols. Yeah.
Um,
Idol one.
Thou shalt not.
like 4.
No, I must know more than 4. This feels
Be a
stupid.
dick, man.
Kill, steal, covet, wife.
So I just looked it up here. So the first one is you shall
False
have no
idols.
other gods before
For
me.
me, yeah.
Okay.
And then,
Can
the
you have
second-
gods after him?
Yeah,
Well-
sometimes not at all.
So but then the other thing is number 2 is you shall not make for yourself an idol in the form of anything. You're really kind of driving that point home.
yeah,
that
the
you can't have
jealousy
any
thing.
other
But you know that, like, the money guy was in the back, like, nah, come on, 9 commandments. Who cares? 10 commandments is easier to sell.
You have to honor your neighbor too? Do you have to not worship your neighbor before God?
I think that's implied in commandments 1 and 3.
There's like exactly the right amount of reverence you should have for your neighbor, no more, no less.
There were originally 15 commandments.
Whoa. And then what they did they make other commandments to repeal the former
Thou
commandments?
shalt not use Joker Man font.
Oh, wait. Or is this from... This is from a Mel Brooks movie. I see. I don't watch foreign films. Something could be fun to watch ride an elevator. A killer whale or a slinky?
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan.
Yeah, that's
Did I
not
say the word
elevator.
wrong? Escalator.
Yeah, you
Something
said
that'd be
elevator.
fun to watch ride an escalator. A killer
Yeah, it's
whale or a slinky?
An escalator.
You guys like escalators?
Yeah.
Can't get enough?
Well, I like the
Pretty
middle
good.
part. The end and the beginning are scary.
Really?
Yeah,
No one gets-
because you could get mashed up into like string potato meat.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys I was on an escalator and the nightmare that I thought never actually happened to me, where my shoelace got sucked into the... Pardon me, it was like less than 2 months ago.
Did you rock it out of your shoe like a cat
Well,
scorned?
here's what happened. It was like, it's got a little plastic nib at the end of your shoelace. It sucked that in, and without it ever passing by the processing part of my brain, straight through the spinal cord, it just sent a message that was like, kick your leg as hard as you can. And I kicked, and it like snapped the shoelace in half, and I just kept walking. And then I was like, holy fuck.
See, I never understood that, because surely you can't be horribly murdered by an escalator like that, right?
But your foot could get mangled before anybody hits the button.
I guess so. Yeah, but I mean, you could just take your shoe off.
right?
Do they
Yeah,
have
like,
a failsafe?
I'm sure.
There's gotta be an
Where are all the
escalator
news
maintenance
stories?
person in here.
Where are all the news stories of kids getting their shoes stuck in escalators?
That's what
They're
I'm saying.
everywhere.
When
They're
was the last time you
Hide the
watched the
most.
news?
Good
A
point.
rejected name for a ship in the U.S. naval fleet. The USS Wife Coveter or the USSSS Otta? No.
I like that.
I actually had my own little kind of like Larry David moment, because Kate and I have this recurring joke whenever we take the SkyTrain. Like 80% of the time, the escalators are under repair. Like, and it to the point where I like get off the SkyTrain and I'm like, yep, middle escalator's out again, 3rd time this week. We went to one of the biggest SkyTrain stations in Vancouver yesterday. You're not gonna believe it. The stairs were out of order,
What?
and there was a dude like repairing the stone on the steps. And I said, "That's the first fucking time I've ever seen that." I knew the escalators could break down, but the stairs is like next level.
That's hilarious.
The name of the worst baby doll: Shrimp on the Barbie or Baby Shoots Me.
Yeah.
You know what's really fun are those walkways that are just level
They
escalators.
should add
Oh,
them
yeah.
everywhere.
I
in-
like them a
Like,
lot.
yeah, absolutely.
Just put them in New York. Replace the sidewalks. Just make them all those speed rails. Yeah,
Have
I'm
you
with-
ever anticipated walking onto one of those, then saw a cluster of people going on and said, no, I can do better, and stayed off it, only to immediately regret your decision?
Yeah,
You
because
can't
they
make it,
fucking
yeah.
fly by you.
Have you ever like tried to run on those things because you feel like the Flash? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's so cool.
I do that at the airport all the time. Like I'm gonna get I'm a single traveler. I'm gonna get the customs before these people, and then they're like going up the escalator, and I'm carrying my luggage, and we're on exactly the same pace.
Answer your phone.
Could whoever's getting a telephone call take it away from the microphone?
Not me.
Not me.
Robert.
We've eliminated all the opportunities for it to be us.
I am sorry. I didn't know that was happening.
So popular.
I thought that was part of your story about the intercom, and I was confused for a moment.
I thought they keep Santa Claus awake at night.
Yeah, it's Duck Heavy.
No, it's not the final lash.
Is it not? I thought it was.
It is the final lash.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
So, did we get any of those escalator maintenance people in chat that can confirm that there is no way to get mangled? Because, like, I know you can, but, like, I want to know you've done better by now.
I have like a conspiracy that like the mayor of Vancouver's son is like he owns an escalator repair company. It's the only plausible explanation. Otherwise, escalators are fucking horrible. They seem to break down like 3 times a week. I thought they keep Santa Claus awake at night. His struggle with type 2 diabetes, will he ever find himself? I have to do another damn Christmas tonight. Or what Mrs. Claus gets up to with all those Elva.
Elva.
They are Elva.
So I'm looking. So someone linked like escalator deaths, and I'm looking at them.
Is it just pictures of ground beef? Because that's what I anticipate.
Well, no, because one of them is somebody. I mean, sadly, yes, of course, but fell through a hole and underneath the escalator and got crushed to death, and that sucks.
Wait, what? Fell? Where was
through
the
a hole?
I don't know. It was in China, so you know.
I don't know.
Well, let's just say safety regulations aren't exactly top priority in that country. One person fell off a handrail, so that's another person attempting to slide down.
Yeah,
fell to his death after losing his balance on an escalator. So yeah, I don't see any grinding people up though.
Do you think the people that do the thing where they lay flat on the 2 different escalators and spin in circles, do you think that the guard should come and force them through the escalator to be mangled? Maybe that's a bit harsh, huh? I don't know.
No, dude, I agree. Same thing happens at the airport sometimes. You'll be like on one of the fast walkways and kids will be like trying to run in the opposite direction on the walkway. And I'm like, this is a lawless land, my child. You might want to keep a low profile here.
You know what I'm actually still irrationally scared of is elevators.
Yeah,
I was for a long time.
They're not
Anytime I go
you.
up a fast elevator, I'm like, oh, I guess this is the end. Like if I go up a regular elevator, you know, like that's like a 4-story building, I'm like, oh, this is fine. There's no way this can break. But when you get on like a skyscraper elevator and it's like powering up, like, all right, I'm out. That's it. I'm dead.
I must have told you, but like in the elevator in Tokyo Tower, which is built in like 1955. When you go up, there's a robot voice that goes, "Do not be alarmed if you hear a loud cracking sound." And okay, sure. I'm going to like 200 stories up in this elevator that was built, you know, around the same time that, you know, lead was discovered. Kate told me that China banned hip hop last week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
That's.
In other news, I'm moving to China.
Yeah, China's pretty dystopian, as far as I've heard. Some bad stuff going on over there.
Yeah, but you can build your own iPhone out of parts you buy at the market. That's pretty cool.
That's good. Yeah.
Do you guys have trouble with glass bottom elevators? Because there was one of those at the Guinness plant, and it was actually pretty cool, but I'm usually scared of it.
Blast bottom lifts, you make the
Oh, okay. I thought
how
you
you
were
were swinging it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know the
You're going for
answer.
another one. I actually, you know what kind of elevators I don't like still is the ones where you can't feel yourself going up. Like they're like the one in the time building where Champions of Fire was like that.
Yeah.
Where like I assume they designed it in that way so that you wouldn't feel it, but it was terrible because it just felt weird.
The best line to say when you come out of a 10-year coma. Did the Patriots lose, or can't wait to finally hear Ryan's diss track?
It's got to be soon.
Got him.
I mean, how long could it possibly take to write one song?
Yeah, I've been stuck in elevators before.
You ever watch a Black Mirror episode and go like, yeah, but like maybe if they did it right, that would be sweet?
Yeah, like those social scores where you get a job through the yeah, you can totally do that, right?
I mean, if you're an asshole, it sucks.
I think what you want is to get a discount on buying a house for having a really high subscriber number on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that would be nice.
Sleepwalking can be a problem, but it's not as bad as sleeping with your stepsister or sleep sucking.
You know, because you didn't go all the way and say sister, I'm voting for sucking. No balls, streamer.
So you're saying this is a consequence-free incest zone for you?
I'm just saying that's the you either go all the way with the joke, or you no half measures is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
I won.
Nice.
Wincest?
If you take away the prompt, it just looks like ing with your stepsister.
Mm-hmm.
That could be its own prompt. Blanking with your stepsister.
Isn't there a company called ING or Ing or whatever?
Yeah, ING Direct. Save your money.
Enemy from Metroid Prime 2.
Dude. Okay, so one thing. Oh, okay. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
No.
Rob.
Okay, well, anyway, there was one commercial at the Super Bowl that really like grinded up my gears. So it was like a bunch of people. It was like a montage of a bunch of people, and they were playing a Martin Luther King speech.
Oh,
in
the
background.
Dodge commercial.
Oh, I heard
Ram,
about
yeah.
this.
And then they showed like the U.S. troops and stuff, and then at the end it just cuts to it says just this Ram. It's like you just broke the bank on just not giving a shit, I guess. Just to sell fucking cars.
A catchy name for a sperm bank. Is this like you're looking for this? You're looking for semen flow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Thoughts arrive. We got thought THOTS anyway. Like butterflies.
How do those commercials
He's
get
not going to
through-
read
'cause-
mine?
The Dough Factory.
Okay.
There you go. Like, how do those commercials get through that many people and no one goes, guys, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, hang
Yeah,
on.
Like
This
the
is
Pepsi
awful.
one. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see the commercial for Chevy where Toby Keith showed up and blew the head off a kneeling NFL player, and then the smoke made a saluting soldier?
You know, to your point though, that makes me wonder, right? Like, are there ones that they just say like, "Oh, this is too much. We could go for the Martin Luther King and U.S. troops by Chevy or Ram trucks, but like maybe this is too far." Yeah, and then there was another one that was bad. I don't remember. Although, like, half the commercials were like commercials for insurance and shit, and it was just
Yeah.
like, wow, that industry is really. That shouldn't be a marketing industry, is all I'm thinking.
We talked about it earlier, but I don't understand commercials. Because, like, when there's commercials that are like, we got a 4-year, 500-kilometer powertrain warranty. I go, okay, but, like, I'll just look up I'll Google who has the best warranty. Like, I don't need you to tell me.
Right.
And then the other side, I get even less, which is it just shows a dude like having fun while driving. And then they go like Mazda. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what to take from that. Come up with a name for a fast food chain that only serves rabbit meat. Hair in the Box or Hop Along Burger.
Hop along, little bird.
My cat, you are so annoying.
No more.
Meow. Meow.
I wonder why there isn't actually like some kind of rabbit fast food place.
What doesn't taste that good?
No, I've had rabbit, it's fine.
Is expensive.
Oh, that's why then.
You can't really farm rabbit, right? I mean, you can,
Just
but
put 2 rabbits in a field who have 100 by the next day.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking because I thought it would be easy to get because they breed so much, but maybe not.
The title of a college admission essay that would definitely get rejected. Why I Love Jordan B. Peterson or Why PhDs Are Meaningless.
That, you know what? Why PhDs are meaningless feels like that would be like the thesis at the end of the movie, God Isn't Dead.
Oh.
Right? I could totally see that.
They kill off the atheist with a car, right?
Do they?
I think so.
Well, God does.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He smites him. Right.
God told the person
And then he
writing
goes,
the movie.
God isn't dead, but you are, bitch.
And then when he like
that is the implicit point.
It doesn't say skirt, it actually says Nietzsche.
Dude, that'd be so funny if they made like a sequel. I know that they actually already did make a sequel, but it'd be great if they made another sequel where there's like a murder mystery from that car accident, and it actually turns out Kevin Sorbo was driving the car.
Oh, it's multiple atheists at once? I forgot. It's been years since I watched it.
Was like a
Atheist
atheist
parade?
A real weirdo would fall asleep to the sounds of My Asshole or Me, I'm Northernlion. Wait a minute.
That's not fair. You son of a bitch.
So someone in my chat said that they had their shoe explode in one of the escalators.
Was it one of the pumpables?
Said my shoe exploded because it was a pair of Crocs, and since they're made of rubber, garbage pieces flew everywhere.
Rubber refuse.
Did you like get your foot out of there in time? Jesus, like.
They said they had a cut on their toe.
I
I
still
know,
hate
it's
that.
pretty
That's
terrifying.
close.
That's
Yeah.
close
Better
enough then.
name for a corset. Breathtaking shirt or boob jail?
That's a really old meme too, isn't it? Boob jail?
Yeah,
Butter jail.
butter jail.
There was butter jail. I remember butter jail, but I feel
Boob
like
jail's an
somebody...
answer we've had to this prompt like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was remembering.
There's nothing wrong with Crocs. I don't care if you wear Crocs. Doesn't bother me. I just didn't realize what percentage of my audience was 55-year-old tourists.
Oh yeah, it was a boob jail or a corset.
Ah.
Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah, Crocs are weird.
My old dentist used to wear Crocs, and now I don't go to that dentist anymore.
Yeah, that's really... I don't want to see my
wouldn't go to it.
dentist
That
bare
is
feet.
strange. Did he wear socks and Crocs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were socks
Okay,
going
well,
on.
at least
That's better, yeah.
at least he wasn't rolling naked Crocs.
I don't want to see my dentist's toenails.
I'd feel
when
pretty
I'm...
weird about seeing raw foot under there. I don't know why
I'd
I
rather
said
see
it like
cooked
that.
foot.
Ooh, the big crazy twist at the end of the next M. Night Shyamalan movie, he was blank the whole time. I unfollowed Danny DeVito on Twitter because he just kept posting pictures of his feet all the time. And I was like, sure.
He's in all the M&M's commercials now.
The big crazy twist at the end of the next M. Night Shyamalan movie, he was Don't Hurt Me, I'm Ryan the whole time, Michael Bay the whole time, directing the whole time, or a good director the whole time.
Oh, that's a twist.
Yeah, that would be a real twist.
How do you figure that out?
My God, he was doing it all on purpose and not by accident this entire
No.
time.
There were originally 15 senses, and then M. Night Shyamalan took it down to 6.
There'd be like one key word or phrase that when he utters it will make sense in the context of each of the bad movies to make them all good at the same time. That would be brilliant.
Mm-hmm. You guys see Split?
Nah.
What's
I
that?
heard it was pretty good.
People really liked it, but
Split?
I thought it was like
It's a movie about a banana?
okay. No, it's about a guy with split personality disorder.
It's a
Oh.
movie about blackjack.
Yeah.
It was like
there
a
you got it
Pixar
all.
movie.
Split was good. Split is amazing. It was meh. IMO.
Yeah.
That's all the triality of chat.
I thought it was okay to not very good. Like somewhere in that range. You know what was okay to not very good though? The Cloverfield paradox.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh, don't tell me. I haven't watched it yet.
But, yeah, I watched it.
Just like watch the last 8 seconds of it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, now that I've won, we can finish the show.
Is that what the rule was?
That is the rule of me wanting to show up on time for my class, even though my class makes me angry.
Why does it make you angry?
Because the teacher never friggin' shows up on time.
I'll tell him to fudge right off.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
when the course evals come out, I might use a stronger word than fudge. I might say freak off.
Okay,
Oh,
that's warranted in this
shit.
case. Yeah. Go nuts.
So he's a zombie.
He also does this thing, and I don't want to, make this too much about me, but like, he'll push like an update to the course at 5:59 when the course starts at 6, and he'll be like, "So I hope you guys all had time to read the post I made," and everyone's like, "What are you talking about? It was posted 45 seconds ago." So he's like, "Yeah, just go check that out." Oh, God damn it. Anyway. Let's take some time to pimp our channels. Why don't we start with Austin?
Hello. I'm going to stream after this some Slay the Spire if you would like to come watch. I'm also playing Monster Hunter throughout the week if you want to watch that.
Austin, can I run something by you?
Absolutely.
Ascension mode as the Silent is actually just bad.
It's very hard and you will just die for no reason a lot. Yes.
It strikes me as very annoying. I died super quick last night, and then I did a non-Ascension mode run, and I was like, oh my god, I can play any archetype I want and still have a chance of victory.
Mm-hmm.
You play Ascension mode, it's like, I didn't get poison in the first 4 cards, so I guess I'll just lose.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
happens.
like- Anyway. Ironclad sucks. You know what? /ban Forge
Red
bot.
Boy does suck though.
Yeah, it really does.
Why don't you
Green
pimp
is
your
way
channel?
more fun.
Why don't you pimp your channel, Robert?
Yeah, hi, I'm Rob. I think Red Boy sucks. You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at AlpacaPatrol everywhere. Doing movie night this Saturday, so come by for that. It'll be a good time. And streaming other days. And 1 p.m. we've been doing the premieres for Factorio, and it's actually a lot of fun. You hang out and chat, and we meme over listening to myself talk, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, friggin' sick, man.
Wait, so you play the video, but then you talk over the video?
No, I don't talk. Like I talk in chat because
Oh,
it's
okay, yeah, I got
it's like you watch it live. Yeah.
I thought you were
1
just
PM.
doing like an echo thing that was just like to mess with everybody.
No, that'd be hilarious though. I wish you could do that. Yeah.
After you, Nicholas.
Yo, Rockley Smile here. You can watch my shizzle right over here on twitch.tv/Rockley Smile. You can follow me on Twitter at Rockley Smile. And you can catch Squares on Tuesdays. I just posted yesterday's. We did a co-op Escape the Room deal. That's up on YouTube now if you missed it. So feel free to stop by and check it out. We had Sinnoh on for a special guest. It was a good time. That's me.
Is Sinnoh named Sinnoh because he can't be
Pokemon
called
region.
Snow because a Canadian rapper already took the name?
It's a Pokemon region, I think.
Because his name's Sinnoh Beats.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Did he?
Snow had beats. You ever listen to Informer?
Yeah.
I think he explain it yesterday, and then I forgot why.
That sounds likely.
Yeah.
Like, it's really up to 2 people, I
I
think.
thought
to
he
answer.
said it was because of the Pokemon region. Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
I
He was
said
in
that
the
like
beat
2 other
region?
times right before you asked me that. So,
But he spelled it wrong.
well, I don't know.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Still
Chicken
here?
butt.
No, I gotta poop. See you guys later.
Nice,
Dude, I don't want to alienate any sponsors, but I took a shit this morning. I took a fucking wicked shit this morning,
Nice.
and it was the poop itself was so hard
Oh, okay, I'm out of here.
that I
Yeah.
felt like it actually tore something coming out.
It's like, oh, that can happen, you know. You
And
ever
then I
cut on your
looked-
butthole?
Then I looked in
Oh.
the toilet and I was like, that's not big enough to be that deadly.
You have
Yeah.
an incredible amount of sensitivity in your butthole, so you probably thought it felt bigger than it was. Apparently, it's
butthole-
because of Disgaea, actually, not because of.
I didn't play Disgaea yesterday, so it
No,
can't be because of that.
Sinnoh. Yeah, Disgaea makes your shit hard.
I actually need to poop as well. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do that.
why are we?
I want to poop, but I'm scared.
You can
Well,
take
if
a
you
little
go-
break.
I need to hold it in for a while so I
No.
can hear.
No joke. If you did stretch too far and you could get like a little tiny cut on your
It's called a
butthole.
micro tear.
Yeah, and it hurts like hell to poop
You know-
afterwards.
What's super weird to think about?
Uh-huh.
If you got like a cut on the inside of your butthole,
Okay.
it's gonna heal, but it's not like you can sterilize it. Like it's gonna be submerged in shit all
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
Put a band-aid on it.
I think people die from that, right? They get like sepsis or whatever.
Why are we doing this?
Cause like my poop was like a friggin' diamond, man.
Tell us
That's
once we're not online.
You know what? It looked like in like anime when a dude's arm pops off and then he gets like a prototype arm. It was crazy.
What? Does that have to do with anything?
It was like all noduled and
Oh, you're saying your shit looked like a prototype arm.
yeah. It looked like something a cat threw up.
It was like all like moon surface.
Yeah.
It was like a meteorite. It was like I got hit by a meteorite straight in my anus.
Were
And it
you
had-
standing outside with your mouth open a lot?
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe.
Well, me and my buddy Elon, we went for a drive yesterday, and I did have my mouth open a lot.
Yeah, so you went for a drive with Elon, you had your mouth open, this is what happened. You caught a meteorite and you just shit it out just now.
Ah, that explains it.
So
That
you're
could
fine.
do it, yeah.
Just, you know,
Anyway.
check your butthole out, I guess.
Yeah, go to the doctor.
This has gone on too far. I'm gonna hang up on you guys.
All right, see ya. Thanks for having me on.
Later.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Hey, thanks for